philosopher, Garifunas savior,
Run.
Pablo boy.
Nah, that's you. I ain't saving nobody. I'm saving myself. Y'all can stay behind if y'all want.
Niggas said I ain't
I'm
saving
saving
nobody.
myself.
Y'all niggas better catch up. That's it.
Yeah, they way behind.
I know two behind.
Y'all notice
That's
my
what's up.
pink shirt?
We right there, yo. Paige,
Yeah.
that's
Pace
fire,
says Pace
yo. Four.
University,
Hey,
Me
Scienberg
está
School of
vendiendo.
Computer Science. Nah, you don't pay
that's how.
vendiendo. I'm trying to motivate.
Yeah, that's what's up,
Well,
man.
well, you're doing a great job, brother. For real. That's the
I'm
truth,
trying to
man.
motivate the dead cells of
That's
the
what's up.
community. We
Oh,
need to
what up,
regenerate them.
my brother?
Alright.
What's
Yo,
good? What's good?
What's up, man? What's good, partner? Introduce yourself. How you doing, brother?
yo, Jayogi representing for JY Sound System out of Central Oregon. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Nice, nice.
That's what's
Congratulations.
up, man. That's what's
Nice,
up.
nice to meet you,
Yeah,
partner.
nice to meet you, brother.
Yeah, we're just
Yeah,
waiting for
yeah.
a couple of more people to come on. Yeah. Let me see.
All right. Blessings, man. You out of Honduras? Is that where we
What?
at?
What happened?
Are y'all in Honduras?
No, we in the Bronx right now. We've come from
Oh,
Guatemala though. Yeah, man. But
Yes.
we we all one though. You know what I'm saying? We always all about love. So what are you, a DJ? What do you do though?
I'm a reggae DJ. I've been one for 5 years now here in Central Oregon.
Okay.
Okay.
Man, you got on fast too. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then I also am a singer for solo work that I do as also in a band too called Rubber Tree. We do like it's like a fusion group with reggae and it's like reggae rock, like a country rock. It's a different
Word.
style.
Wow.
And
Wow.
so I bring the roots dance hall, and then there's two lead singers. So the other lead singer he brings like a kind of like a country. It's not like super twang country. It's really country rock. Like God, I don't know. I don't know how to explain our sound. It's
Yeah,
really unique.
you're gonna have to play a little bit of something a little later.
Yeah, we want to hear that for real, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll bring it on.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what's
So you know
up.
what this is about, right?
Well, I linked with Snagga, my brethren. He came from Honduras to Central Oregon, or from
Okay.
New York.
Right.
But I know, so I know it's pretty much about how to release music
Right.
in this 21 year.
Yep.
Pretty much, yeah.
Definitely.
That's
So it's gonna
Well, I'm
be.
glad to
Go ahead. Sorry. Oh, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
Oh, I said I'm glad to be here.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
perfect.
yeah.
That's nice to meet you, man. Yeah, I'll introduce myself.
Correct, yeah.
I'm a DJ. Yeah, some people might say that I'm pretty much well known in the Garifuna community and promote. I used to promote parties. I used to do real big events when it comes to like the Garifuna music, punta music, and also now uh, a branch that kind of like opened up not too long ago, which is a Spanish reggae. And so I promote that, and I put out a lot of mixtapes and all that stuff. So that's what I do, and try to motivate. Try to innovate.
Yeah.
That's crucial, man.
That's what's up. Myself, I'm a producer. I do like a lot of reggae rhythms, dancehall, hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much I'm pretty much the one that's pretty much putting this together, this whole moderation thing, because right now I feel like we all need the help. You know what I'm saying? Understand the fundamentals of music business to just marketing, etc. So what we decided to do, we decided to put together this panel just to help people who have questions about the music business, marketing, and also dealing with our people, Garifuna people, because we have a lot of questions and a lot of unanswered answers, so
A lot of unanswered questions.
a lot of answered questions.
Whoa.
Correct. Yeah.
Man.
Yes, sir. Because you know what happens, man. You know what happens, man. A lot of artists, for the most part, because we're creators, right? Whether it's music, whether it's writing, whether it's socialism, whatever you want to call it, we are creators, right? But when it comes specifically to the music business, that part of just creating is obviously is very, very important, but it has to be lucrative.
Correct.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So we
That's
have
true.
to educate ourselves to understand that
Good point. Yeah.
it's a business.
That's
You know
right.
what I mean?
Yeah. That's
When you
real
want to
shit.
put out
Yeah.
a book, yeah, you want to put out the best stuff that you can put out on writing, right?
Hmm.
But you also want to be lucrative, right? If
Hmm.
you don't know that you know you have to publish, you have to have a publishing deal
Yeah.
and what
Yeah.
have
Hmm.
you, and
Hmm.
you know it just becomes a situation where somebody could just come grab your stuff, you know what I mean,
That's true.
trademark it, right,
Yeah. Yeah.
claim it as their
Facts.
own, and now
Facts.
it's
Yeah.
like you asked out, you're like living in this, you know what I mean, and not in a situation that you're not really comfortable with, and then somebody else, you know what I mean. But a lot of times you know one does that to themselves by not educating, you know what I mean. So just trying to bring light, man, that's all.
Hmm.
That's awesome. Yeah, and it's so needed. Like you said, it's so crucial. Like being able to know about the SR form or
Absolutely.
the
Yeah.
PA form. That's like
Hmm.
gonna give you a pathway, or even a team that works with SR or PA forms. And
There you go.
what does a live performance
Hmm.
copyright look like? Those are like really great questions that are unanswered. And things
I mean,
that we could go further with.
right, so since you're an artist, right, like how do
Hmm.
you I'm not sure what level of the business you're in terms of like making money, right, but like let's say somebody who is a manager was to approach you and say I want to manage you, or you already have a manager, like how do you go about or actually no, better yet, do you allow yourself to be managed?
Okay. Good question.
Yeah, I mean, I think that
Get a little bit
when
because.
you when I group with individuals who are on the same level, like they want to get further with music, um, for me, it's like I try to respect each person as a leader, and I see it as like, as far as management goes, I really haven't found a manager yet. Like
Hmm.
Okay.
I think for me, the the whole aspect of management is something that I would like to hire on, but I haven't really honestly found a manager per se. I've
He's there.
found a
All right.
collective
Yeah.
of
Cool.
Okay.
individuals that actually I just became a founding artist with, and
Hmm.
there's a spearhead for that who is basically in our community gathering memberships, and they're saying, hey, look, this is our reputation. Here's our portfolio as a collective. This is what we're doing. We're paying the artists. We're paying the stage manager. We're paying the sound person. We're seeking the venues, and they're doing all the footwork that, as an artist, you maybe can't do alone. You need a
Hmm.
team,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they're just saying, all we're asking is
Facts.
like $50, $100 a year to be involved. And if you know where that money's going, then you shouldn't have a problem doing that.
Hmm.
Um, but thankfully, I've been blessed in this case today. Recently, it just happened right now on the phone earlier, and I was able to um, join this collective for free because the artist who's performing at six is offering up the um, the ability for me to join membership for this first year, and they're going to give me the
That's
discount.
good. Yeah.
And
Yo.
and then as a
Yo, what up,
yo
Snagga? What up,
Snagga,
Sarah boy?
Yeah,
Be
I
like,
hope you guys
yo,
don't mind me inviting my boy Yogi onto the scene, man.
no worries, no
That's
worries.
what's up.
Yo,
That's love,
yo,
man.
Snaga, if
Hmm.
you can you turn your phone because
Yeah.
you're sort of kind of like
Sideways.
yeah sideways, yeah.
Yeah.
Now you sideways.
Ahí está, perfecto, sin ningún defecto. Ahora sí, ve.
What is the deal,
There you go.
Snagga? Snagga. El
Snag,
único, man.
Snaga, Mao.
Yeah.
You look good, my brother.
Yeah, you eat healthy, I see, man.
Yeah,
Look
yeah.
good, bro.
Looking good, looking
I'm
good.
like Planamu. We only eat food that grows out of the earth.
Probably gonna
Right?
eat grass, y'all.
For real.
Grass.
Antes.
But we in the same boat.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. That's what's
Yeah,
up.
man.
So,
Blessings. Yeah, man. No, we was chatting it up with your boy here, man.
hmm,
It's cool you inviting him. You know what I mean? Because
yeah,
this is all a platform that's open for everybody. You know what I mean?
absolutely, yeah, of course,
So
man.
it was
Hmm.
nice hearing. You know, actually, you know, obviously want to hear more
Hmm.
about him. Yeah.
yeah, no. So I was just Snag. I was just explaining the collective that I just joined today. Like they just made me a founding artist, and they're always seeking for founding artists, which basically means you pay like $100 a year. But there's this band on tonight. It's all genres. It's not just one. and they're going to be on at 6 live streaming. And when they hit the live stream, they're going to announce me as a founding artist because this band wants to take the money they were going to get paid for by the collective, and they want to pool it into memberships because they want to expand the collective. They want to expand the group
They're gonna come.
who
Watch.
is supporting each other in this community, and that's how we're doing it here. Like it's more collaborative. It's not like it's it's business, but it's not like individualist. You know, it's more like, hey, look, you want to start your website, so do I. We both want to learn how, but we don't want to take over each other. Like there's
Yeah.
room for everyone.
Huh.
So let's not go at each other. Let's
Absolutely.
go with each other to this destination.
Of course.
And so we've been really just trying to be on that level.
Yeah, definitely. Pablo, I definitely want you to put your 2 cents because Pablo is a manager and he's been doing this for a minute now. And before we really start the actual seminar, I want Pablo to talk about himself. I think we all should talk about ourselves and what we do for like about what a good minute each. I'll start with myself. My name is Randy Arzu. I'm a music producer. I produce hip hop, dancehall, R&B, and reggae.
You guys I already introduced myself. You guys
Yeah.
know me. I want to hear what Pablo has to say. Pablo, because
He's
Pablo
the
he has a resume that
yeah
going from
man.
here to the end
Guat-
the end of Africa.
yeah.
You guys are funny. Um, you could you could say, well, I like to label myself as a Garifuna nationalist, meaning
Shout out
that
to the shirt, by the way. I'm
That's
sorry.
a fire
yeah,
shirt.
yeah, we got Big Up Peace University. I owe them close to $80,000. So
Fuck.
Whoa.
I got
Jeez.
we got to talk about numbers, man. Cats
Yeah,
don't like
Right.
yeah,
talking about numbers. They don't like
yeah.
talking about numbers, about
Mm-hmm.
money. You
Yeah,
know
That's
what I'm
real.
saying? They
That's
make
real.
uncomfortable. People get nervous. We got to talk about
yeah.
money. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I'm
Mm-hmm.
about talking about money.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
We got to bring that to the fold. All this, oh, I don't know how much we're gonna get paid and all of this. Like,
Yeah.
we don't need
PS.
that.
Mm-hmm.
We're in 2021. We know how everything rolls. We know the structures that we have to go in. And I'm just a student. I'll say I'm a student. I'm learning
Mm-hmm.
this music business. This is the Bible right here. I got it next to me. I
Yes,
browse
Whoa.
I got
through
that
it.
one too. Nice.
I
Good
browse
one. Good
through
one.
it every day, because
Yeah.
you guys know that it's not about necessarily the music or the content of the music, but the way you market it and promote it and the way it makes people feel to want to buy your music.
That's
Mm-hmm.
right.
That's real.
It's all about that. It's not necessarily about talent. That's something that I'm learning. It's the way
Yeah.
that you
Mm-hmm.
structure yourself,
Yeah.
getting yourself, the website, the basics, the stuff that we talked about at the beginning of the month that
Yeah.
artists should have, the bare basics, which is free. Website,
Mm-hmm.
Instagram accounts, a Facebook fan page, so you could build that following. Because something that we have to realize within COVID, we have to be more creative.
Mm-hmm.
We have to be
That's
more
right.
creative, and in regards to the quality of how we evoke that creativity. That's what's going to separate us once COVID is over, and how many
Mm-hmm.
people is going to get bookings and gigs
Yeah.
is going to rely upon what you do now.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Very
The
good
thing
point.
with
That's
the
fact.
with the images, with the videos have to be high quality. Everything has to
Wow.
be high quality because
Yo.
there's oversaturation of content up there,
Yeah.
out
Mm-hmm.
there rather.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to separate yourself. And I think us in particular, the Garifuna community, we get stuck
Mm-hmm.
in that situation in which we only like market ourselves to our own community. We don't go outside of that, and we stay
Right.
comfortable.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
been the problem because we see that in the Bronx with the Punta. It's
Yeah.
been
Yeah.
in
Oh,
the Bronx for like 40, 50
20
he
five.
years.
laughing. He
Yeah.
laughing.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like you guys know, I get bored very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Very
Yeah.
quickly, I get really bored. Like, we could go into other markets. We've seen,
Absolutely.
Aurelio and Garifuna
Smashing.
Collective go to these other markets and be successful. Like, how can we
Yeah.
get more people successful at that level? That's the question.
Yeah.
How do
That's
Yeah.
we
the
do
key.
that in today's environment or in today's
Mhm.
context?
Yeah.
Correct.
So,
Cause,
what
cause,
a lot of
Mhm.
the things that I do is trying to figure that out. You
right.
guys know
Okay.
Cause,
I manage Bodoma, and I find new
Let me
areas
hear
for
from
him to
Chris real quick.
perform or to
Well, he
tell his
knows about it,
story.
so
Because it's really about telling a story. Like we as a people already have a very compelling narrative as a people. So, it's about gravitating people to understand our story and become, part of our story. Like for us, the Garifuna culture band with Bodoma, we're preserving the ancient rhythms of our community, which are 800 years old, indigenous to the Caribbean. It's thriving in Honduras and it's preserved here in the South Bronx. So that's our narrative, and that's what we use to pull people in. And so far, it's been working.
Yeah. So basically, what I want to do is I just want to review a little bit what we discussed the last time we had this online event. Myself, I had the idea of coming up with a Garifuna record pool, a Garifuna online a radio station, of course, a online video station where they play Garifuna music 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, because we really don't have that.
Now we got
Tomas,
Don.
my cousin,
We got Punta Garifuna, Punta Radio. What you call that with Don Julian?
yeah, but I don't think he's on no more. I don't know what happened. I don't know what situation. I think he got
Mhm.
banned because I forgot what happened. I think there was a situation where
Ah,
he they came at him because they thought he was getting money from the stuff that he was playing on online. I don't know, but
See what you. All right, but go ahead.
I
again,
have to chuckle at that. I have to chuckle at that because
Yeah.
that's you know, Don Julian he doesn't even have 300 subscribers.
yeah,
He has close to 300 subscribers, so he can't be making that much money in
I don't know,
regard
but
No,
to
he was making
streaming.
zero money.
I don't know. It's just the negativity that's out there.
Yo, you know how
Uh,
many spins you had? You know how many streams you need to get
Whew.
a decent amount of
yeah,
money? You need
yeah,
to
you
be
need a
Yeah.
like the
lot, of
millions,
course.
man.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think it's like
Hmm.
point zero point zero, like less than a penny for a thousand views or something, or fifty
That
thousand
is
views.
it's
So
like Spotify and
I
all
don't
these
have those
other
numbers.
media platforms. They don't get paid that much. It's like less
Hmm.
than one
Yeah,
penny
Hmm.
every stream.
Yeah.
So for people to come
No,
at
no.
Don Julian, they just don't understand the business whatsoever.
There you
that's
go.
true. That's the problem.
There you go.
Yeah, so Planamu, he spoke about a Garifuna course slash music business, Garifuna history, which I love. Don Paco, he spoke about an artist association where artists get paid, where artists have to pay a fee to enter. Ronnie spoke about a workshop. Pablo spoke about focus on one Garifuna artist, a person, and also documentary. Mario spoke about copyright workshop, focus on paranda as well. And Snagga spoke focus on education. So guys, basically all this information that we have, I feel like we have to focus on one category and figure out what's the game plan behind it because we have a lot of good information and it's just a matter of figure out what's the game plan to get there and we all have a different responsibility to make it happen. So who's this right?
Right. So I think that I'm like whatever the majority
Yeah,
wants to work on.
correct.
Because but I want to
Hmm.
actually step back and talk about the idea that I had about the course, where
Okay.
Snaga also touched on it and said
Yeah.
that it should be free. And
Hmm.
upon retrospection,
Yeah,
I think that it should be free. It
absolutely.
yeah,
Okay.
initially, just to put something out there on YouTube or whatever other platform where people have easy access to it.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Although I think that also at times when something is free, it's taken for granted. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like I feel like when it's free, people don't no, because I have to click on it. Yeah,
Cool.
people's like, oh, it's so gratis. I'm not gonna look at that. I think that if he has a little bit of a charge for that information, people are gonna be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you guys could probably help out with that, and come
From
up with ideas
from my
because
I'm sorry, from my prior knowledge, I don't think it should be free because if somebody's gonna want something, they're gonna pay for it. Like for example, someone want to book you as a DJ, you're
yeah,
not gonna pay for free. They're not,
yeah,
you're not gonna go for free because you have your gas,
yeah,
you have your, responsibility, you have your insurance,
exactly.
and
It has a
they
cost.
they
It has
have
a cost.
costs.
Yeah.
If we have it for free, what I'm saying, it's gonna be like okay, they're not gonna really
Mm.
value it,
Value. That's the word actually.
at
Yeah.
all.
Mhm.
I just feel
If
like
it's free.
they appreciate it more if it's hay dinero ahí, like there's money there. You know what I'm saying? So it's not gonna. What do you
Yes,
think, brother?
sir.
Well, you saw. We need your input, partner. What's up, brother? Talk to us.
Well, um, all right. As far as like being free, I understand where you
Okay.
guys are coming from. You hear me?
Yeah.
You guys hear me?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
can
We
hear
hear
can.
you
you.
loud and clear. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I understand where you guys coming from, but my whole thing is the way you make money. You know what I'm saying? The way you make the way you profit off of it is not supposed to, not necessarily coming directly for the people that are using it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You could set up GoFundMe for that, you know, for whatever it is that we're gonna come up with.
Yeah.
You could because the reason why I say that
Good
is
idea. Can you write that
because
down? Go fund me. I
Yeah.
like that. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
the
because
reason
I'm
why I
sorry, it's
say
not gonna. I'm sorry, real quick, because to be able to do something like that is gonna cost, because somebody
yeah
has to you know, go to Snagga, get his input. Somebody has to go to Pablo, get his input, or we
Yeah.
gotta gather together. You know what I mean? Somebody has to record it, it has to be edited. So there's
Yeah.
a cost to that. You're right. All right, I
yeah.
like that. Go fund me.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason why I say that is because this the same information that we're putting out there, you could go on YouTube and look for that information already for free.
Yeah. That's a copy.
It's
Mm-hmm.
all over. It's all over YouTube.
Okay, but look, see the only thing, right? Snagga, believe me, I totally agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's something that's like made and catered to a particular group of people that we are actually gearing this to, it's gonna have a different a different effect. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because it's like, yo, it's not here. Look, boom, here. Here's, you know what I mean? It's like sort of kind of like feeding it to you. You know what I mean? Because right now,
yeah,
if I'm an artist and you send me, yo, you know, your Planamu, go look for it in YouTube. I'm gonna be like,
Mm-hmm.
fuck yo, where do I start? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about the music business. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
we us coming as a panel and being like, yo, this is the product, this is the information you need,
Yeah.
right? I mean,
yeah,
I don't even know. I just came up with that. So
yeah. I mean, yeah. I see where you're coming from. You know, you got a point, but we gotta really focus on who are uh who our community is. You know what
right,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
también.
And being that I lived in Honduras like for 5 years,
Mhm.
and during that time I saw a lot of talent there. Right? There,
That's
That's
there
the
here.
was
thing. See that?
there was kids that wanted to record that sounded good but couldn't afford for a producer. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So I don't want to discourage, you know, those young artists that are
Right.
coming up.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So my whole thing is making it accessible and figure out a different way how we can fund it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, the good news, guys, I don't think funding will be a problem. You know what I'm saying? That's the last of my worries.
Okay.
Because I have a great marketing team that they help me, in all those manners. So funding won't be a problem. It's just a matter of making sure that we have everything organized. Like, for example, I like the whole idea of Garifuna history. I feel like Pablo he's great for that. He's an expert at that. And I feel like my personal opinion, that's something that has to be there
Yeah.
because he says a lot of stuff that I don't even know, to
Mm-hmm.
keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know like what's going on, So the fact that Garifuna history, this is my opinion, should definitely be there.
Yeah.
Garifuna history, because a lot of
And
brothers don't know nothing about it. Like,
right, right, and then
mm,
that's gonna what I think, right,
mhm.
my humble opinion is gonna help out the community as a whole, right,
Yeah,
to start to understand that, yo, we have value. You know what I mean?
absolutely.
And it's
Good point.
worth
Yeah.
not to be killing each other and not to be hating on each other, and
Hmm.
to grow, right,
Yeah.
as a community, as a society. You know what I mean? And me
Hmm.
as a musician, fuck, yo, you know, I know my history. I know who I am. I know where I'm gonna go
Facts.
play, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna, yo, when I see my brother, yo, what up, man? What's going on? You right?
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
you know, but then he goes back to what Randy tells me all the time, like, yo, this is not. We are the world.
We are the
We
world.
are the
Let's
you know what I
go.
mean? This is not, yo, because we got some
Yeah.
people who are out there within as a human, right?
Hmm.
And then us Garinogos that have, you know, some kind of like
Hmm.
come from nothing and then have this hate, like I should have everything, you know what I mean? And obviously
Hmm.
we're not catering to those individuals,
Yeah.
but you know, you got some of those that have, you know what I mean? That certain
Hmm.
They got bad faith.
okay, you
That's
said
Got
it.
bad,
true.
like they got bad
Yeah,
intentions because
That's
yeah,
they're
fact.
unhappy
Yeah.
with themselves. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be happy. Remember the whole argument that you put up regarding Aurelio versus Sheriff, I think.
yeah, yep.
You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
my
Even
God.
yo, even
Yeah,
for praising Aurelio,
yeah.
how were people
I
like, yo, why you like dick
mm-hmm.
riding?
Yeah,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Like,
Yo,
yeah, just
Pablo,
for praising somebody for
yo,
being good at what he
yo,
does on
yo,
dick
Pablo,
riding.
listen to me, my brother.
Yeah.
Yo, that shit
Mhm.
got me fucked up, B.
Yeah, but
Yo,
look,
listen,
watch this.
fuck,
Yo, Pablo, I didn't even know that they are Garifunas, right? Right now, whether it's in Belize, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, where they fighting because they want the yellow on top or the black on top. Like it's a huge argument over something
I
simple like that.
yo, I got a response for that. I
Wow.
got a response for that.
It's,
That's like that's
they don't give you an
that
answer.
doesn't even matter. Like that doesn't even matter. Do you know what's going on in Honduras right now? We've been kidnapped in Honduras,
Wow.
exercising our human rights. We're
Right.
being kidnapped. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
The Garifuna people are being shot in the face
Shit.
for protesting.
Damn, yo.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna fight over a fucking color and the
Yeah.
orientation of that color?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Really now?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's been
saying?
going
Like
on all over the world forever, Pablo.
yo, we oppressed. We one of the most oppressed people in Central America.
That's facts, man.
You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't be fighting at all. The worst
Facts.
at each other. Like when this dude, I don't know if you saw the dude that assassinated some other guy from that dude in Houston. Like,
Oh
damn,
yeah,
That was
yeah.
crazy.
That was
you're gonna shoot somebody like over what? That's not us.
Yeah.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? We
That's
don't do that
you
to each other. We don't kill each other. That's not even part of our culture, yo.
That's
right,
true. Good point.
right.
It
Yeah.
isn't. That's not part of our
Mhm,
culture. To kill each
mhm,
other, another Garifuna
mhm.
person, to kill
Yeah,
another Garifuna person, we don't do that.
we don't do that, man.
Not at
Yeah,
What I
all.
was hearing though
But
from Randy
going
is
back to what Snagga said, so it's really specific. I mean, we gotta craft this thing for a particular audience.
yeah.
And you know what I
Initially,
do, a lot of the work that I do is with the youth. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? So Snagga made a point regarding the artists that he saw in Honduras,
mhm,
which is, from I would say 15 to 21. That should be the demographic if you
mhm.
want to help them out,
Yeah,
the
good
music
point, man.
industry.
Age.
Okay.
I want to
It
write
got
that
to
down.
be real specific. It has to
Age.
be really specific to them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Artist
Because
age.
we do have the talent. We have the talent, but we
Yeah.
don't have the mechanism to get things done or the economic resources. And this
That's
is where the
right.
Pretty much.
creativity comes in.
Exactly. Yep.
So guys, so we on the right path. So what are we gonna focus on? So we clear, are we gonna focus on the Garifuna course? Are we gonna focus on the association, the workshop? What is it, the objective? So we have an idea we could target.
Yeah. So we could
So we
get
could build on that and build from there. What do you guys think? You want me to go through the whole names again, or we're cool with that? What do you think? We have Garifuna Record Pool.
hmm
We have a Garifuna online video radio station. I mean,
okay.
video station online.
hmm
We have an online radio station. We have a
hmm
Garifuna course, which I'm 100% for / music business.
hmm
We have an artist association, which deal with where artists have to
Oh,
pretty
sorry, I
much
got it.
pay a certain fee to enter, and they just get information regarding copyrights and all this other stuff and what etc. Ronnie's wanted a workshop, but he wasn't really specific. Pablo said to focus on a documentary and
hmm
one artist. I like that idea, but the question is, what artists? You know what I'm saying? There's so
Yeah,
many
and
artists
it,
out there.
yeah, and in what
Which
genre is it? Punta or is it gonna be Spanish reggae?
Spanish reggae, etc.
Uh-huh.
And Mario said a copyright workshop,
Mhm.
focusing on, and also focus on Pradana and Snagga said education. My question
Yeah.
to you guys is, what are we gonna focus on first? Because I don't want to go off too much of the topic. Like, what's gonna be the agenda?
All right, so I'll go first. So
Yeah.
I think that a lot of those
Hmm.
agendas, right? A lot
Hmm.
of those
Points.
ideas, points,
Huh?
bullet points, I think go into that Garifuna course
Yes.
that I
Okay.
that I suggested because in there we will be able to sort of kind of give people like an idea as to how to navigate, right?
Okay. Good.
Again, goes it's gonna go into the copyright stuff. It's gonna go into like how you dress and
Yeah.
who you're gonna as an artist, who you're gonna attract
Hmm.
and what have you, right? I think that would be I think that's think that would be my idea.
Well, I'm for the music course too, for educational purposes, because like I said before, there's a lot of stuff that we don't know. And a lot of these musicians, they don't understand the history of music and our people's garifuna, where we from. And I feel like again, the person that could break that down is Pablo.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
in that
Yeah.
initial, because
Mhm.
I think that maybe we could have maybe a few courses, and then in
Mhm.
each one, at the end of it or at the beginning of it, we could have Pablo break down the importance of honoring who we are. You know what I
Ah,
mean? And
facts. Yeah.
making us proud to be who we are. You know what I
Facts.
mean? Because I
Yeah.
think that, going back to the incident that Pablo spoke about in Houston,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? If this dude was deep in his roots, like who he is
Yeah.
as a Garifuna man,
That's true.
and
Yeah.
and valuing the life of another Garifuna man and woman, and
Mhm.
just his people, you know what I mean? I think that he would have been stronger than the evil spirit, than the demon that got in him to be
That's
able to go and
true.
commit that atrocity.
Good point. Yeah.
You know
That's
what I mean?
facts.
Once
Yeah.
people are rooted, like, yo, I respect my Garifuna brothers and sisters. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Mhm.
I can't do harm to them. You know
That's
what I mean? Yeah,
true.
I'm gonna be upset at you. I'm gonna curse at you, but I'm gonna walk away.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, next week, we're gonna fall back into loving each other.
Amen. Yeah. Amen.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's all right to be upset at each other and argue, but to kill each other, like Pablo said, like, yo, I totally agree with that. We don't do that.
That's not good, man. That's
No,
So
horrible.
we
it's
so we,
our
that so I
culture.
think that we also need, in conjunction with like the music course, we gotta put that in there
Mhm.
to appreciate who we are.
Okay. Okay. So how you feel about that, Snagga, Pablo? What do you guys feel about that?
Well, I think
Garifuna course.
everything is interrelated. You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
we have a strong base in that we have a history of being, civil rights activists and human rights activists. The first ones in the Caribbean, going back into the 1700s. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
was like a very thriving community. We were millionaires. I have to keep on emphasizing that we were millionaires.
That's amazing. I didn't know that.
You know what
Wow.
I'm saying? Back in the 1700s. Ask anybody, any other culture, what were they doing in the 1700s? And you're gonna
Wow.
hear all type of things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then you're not gonna hear of them thriving as a community. That was us,
Mhm.
the Garifuna. We were thriving in the
Yeah.
1700s. You know what I'm saying? We're currently in this abyss now because
I know what you're doing.
we
Yeah.
had to restart our existence in Honduras, and
Yeah.
we know how satanic and diabolical these people are in Honduras.
Huh?
You know
That's
what I'm
true.
saying?
That's a
What
great
both
point,
of them?
man.
Huh?
They in Guatemala too.
Yeah. Big
Nicaragua,
time.
they lost a lot. Like us, we've been like in the forefront of that resistance.
What up, Nelson? What's going on, man?
Shout out to
Thanks
DJ Nelson.
shout out
You
to
know,
you getting
if you
in.
want to log on, brother. The more the better.
The
So
more the better. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, continue,
Continue,
Pablo.
continue, Pablo.
yeah, but the way that connects to the history, you have to have a solid understanding of who you are. You know what I'm saying? I know the brother here understands the difference between Rastafari and, you know, who was the people behind it, behind Haile Selassie coming in the 60s to Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? How the Rastafari movement broke up into two points, into two different factions. We have the Bobo Ashanti that believes something else. We have another sect that believes something else. You know what I'm saying? They understand the importance of Marcus Garvey and this brother named something Howell. I think it's Alvin
Leonard Howell.
Howell. Yeah, he was the one behind the whole movement that I guess Marcus Garvey took on. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? A lot of people don't mention him, but the Rastafari community, they already know that. Like
Yeah.
us, Garifuna people, we don't know the intimacy of our history,
Here
and
you
I
go.
think that's why we get
Okay.
into a lot of things. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? We
Stop
get
right there, Pablo. What you said was very important. We don't know our history. That's why I feel like it's imperative that if we're gonna do any course, you have to lay the foundation and set that off because musicians don't know about it, singers, we don't know nothing about it. It's like we're just living to just live. It's like
What if
there's
what if you
nothing
guys
there.
did like what if you guys did like a contest
Okay.
for Garifuna history? Like what if you put out like on the radio waves like a contest for the best artist who can put out the best track about Garifuna history and
Yeah.
then put like
Yeah.
a price out there like the winner gets this much or the winner gets this promotional with our resources.
That's a great
It's
idea,
a great
man.
idea.
Wow.
Great
I
idea.
didn't think about that. Wow.
You guys, but like actually, you, Randy,
Yeah.
talking about this, right?
Good
Like,
point.
but how? Because what we doing here has to have a foundation too, as well.
Man, yeah.
You
Uh-huh.
know what I mean? Like, are
Yeah.
we like? How, I want to know also from you, Randy, how are we gonna be able to do this? Is this like where you doing? Is it gonna be a business? you know what I mean, to be able to provide a service
Mhm.
to our community, you know what I mean? Because I also don't want to just do this to where I'm committed to something that's it just put out there. You know what I mean? Like I want it to be ongoing, and I wanted to have some meet points, right, and
Mhm.
accountability
Mhm.
to
So,
to really get this thing done.
well, like I said before, that's where the course and the commitment comes
Okay,
into play. Okay.
I'm sorry. So, because let me
Go ahead,
interrupt
go
because,
ahead, go
like,
ahead.
again, yeah, I think that all of us can agree. Like, funding is it. I don't think it would be that big of a deal,
No,
right?
it
Like, because
wouldn't
we
be.
do,
Wouldn't
como
be.
dice
Yeah.
Snagga, we could do a GoFundMe
Yeah.
and what have
Absolutely.
you,
Yeah.
and then
Mhm.
everything will be transparent and everybody's gonna know, yo, this is how much is here. All right, so
Mhm.
we're gonna use this to do this. How committed are we gonna be to be able to do this though?
Well, that's a great question. I feel like it's a stepping stone process, step by step. Like for example, like I said before, for this whole event that we're doing, we all will have responsibilities. Something simple,
Yeah.
and that's another thing. We all have to
Right.
communicate with each other.
Right. Because it
Uh,
has to be simple too. Because it has to be where, like, I don't
yeah,
want it to take my brother's time.
I know.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
because
yeah,
we have lives, and
absolutely.
me, I got like
20 jobs. No, I'm
yo,
kidding. Like a Jamaican. We
yo,
do a
for real.
liar, carpenter,
A carpenter,
me a doctor.
I'm a security guard. I'm a DJ. I produce music.
Hmm.
Me do it all.
I paint.
Me go fill the application right now.
Hmm. Hmm.
I'm a barber.
Me a
Whatever you want.
barber. Me a
Whatever you want.
doctor, lawyer. Got a contract right now.
Okay. That's all right.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
All
sorry.
right.
I'm sorry.
We
I
get
get,
the
yeah,
point. We get the point.
yeah.
But
You're
anyway,
doing
man.
too
But
much, Randy.
shout out to everybody that's tuning in with us. Yo,
Absolutely.
thank you for tuning in. If you want to join the conversation, listen. This is an open
Please.
format.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
The whole thing with my cousin here, Randy, is to be able to help each other
Absolutely.
and
Yeah.
see if we can get some clarity on
Uh-huh.
helping artists and DJs and creators to be able to make money from the business.
Absolutely. That's facts.
If we're gonna go the GoFundMe route, we have to do a profile on somebody.
That's
There
what I
you
mean.
go.
Exactly.
You see what he
Has to be
said?
shot.
Perfect.
It
Yep.
has to be shot. I'm all about quality. I don't mind spending
Yes,
money on
that's
quality.
right.
You know what I'm saying? To get a message across and to get reoccurring
Somebody.
service and whatnot. So we
Mhm.
need in order to do that before we even start, because this is a different type of GoFundMe. This is actually to empower, right?
Exactly.
So
Mhm.
we're gonna need
Carib.
a profile, I would guess, on Randy and
Okay.
you,
Hmm.
Planamu, and then we could create a narrative around that. How we trying to get this community together to pay
Right.
attention to the
Hmm.
music
Yeah.
industry and its
Oh,
nuances.
Yo, you see,
that's
yo, hold
facts.
on, hold
Yeah.
on. Yo, like I'm a visionary, man. You guys know, well, my brother, what's his name? The Snagga invited. What's your name, brother, again?
What's his name?
Yogi.
Yogi. Son.
Yeah, and
Shout out to
Yogi,
Yogi. Yeah.
Yogi doesn't know Planamu, but guys, like before I do something, like I see it. You know what I mean? I have a vision of it.
That's facts.
You
Yeah.
know, as my brother Pablo was speaking, PY was talking, man. It just like, I just saw this already fulfilled.
That's good.
Isn't that crazy?
That's good.
Like
That's
the way
good.
Pablo, the way you were just talking, I was like, yo,
You seen
I
it
just,
already.
ta-da!
Okay.
Hold on, I swear to you, yo.
Yeah, but
This
Garifuna
is
start. I'm sorry, DJ Nestor. He has something he want to talk about. Except some people don't pay enough attention, I guess, or other reasons why there isn't enough focus. Only such important issues about our history. You want to elaborate on that, bro? Like,
okay. Let's go back to that. But I think I
yeah,
interrupted Pablo. I want Pablo to
yeah,
finish
yeah,
his
yeah,
point.
yeah,
I'm sorry, Pablo. I just got excited, man. When the way he
yeah.
was
You
talking,
sure
just
did, man.
it just got my blood going,
Yeah,
man.
we do
Yeah,
DJ
so
Portable.
I
Yeah,
think I think Randy, Platamour, you guys have like a narrative behind y'all. You know what I'm saying? A lot of artists in our community respect y'all. You know what I'm saying? They respect what you do. Even though they don't say it, but I know they do.
Le
They
duele
don't say it.
decirlo.
that's
You
true,
know what I'm
right?
saying? It's hard. It's too. They don't want to dick ride.
Nah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm
That's
nah,
saying?
real. That's facts.
nah.
That's
That's
real.
Pablo, I ain't giving
yo,
that nigga no props.
Who?
Yo,
Him?
I ain't
Que
giving
se
him
va
no. I
la
don't care.
peña.
He's nice, but I
that
don't
shit
care.
right there. That shit was crazy to me. But
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Pablo. What you said? What was crazy to you?
the video should be shot, like in a studio setting or while
Yeah,
you
yeah.
DJing,
Hmm.
while Randy's producing the studio, and there'll be somebody talking in the background.
Yeah.
We're from Guatemala. We're from the Garifuna community. We have done a lot in the music landscape here in America. and we're trying to organize our community, to be more empowered towards music. And it could be a 2-minute video. It doesn't have to be that
Yeah.
long. Once
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
see that, they're gonna want to give in. Like, okay, I
Mhm.
can relate to what these guys are doing,
Yeah. Yeah.
and they're
Yeah.
gonna be more prone to help out. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That's how the GoFundMe work for something like this.
Nice. And yo,
Because
Pablo,
our
perdón, perdón.
people check
Go
this
ahead.
out. Our people use it on like a last resort type of thing, like when somebody died, you know what I'm saying, or if
Yeah.
they need to raise money for a school somewhere. Nah, we're not doing this. We're doing this for like, for a generation, man. Like we're doing this
Exactly.
That's
for the
true.
next
Pass on. Yeah.
generation to
Mm.
somehow empower themselves. Because in Honduras, in particular, if you don't work for a
Huh.
particular family,
Yo,
it's very political in Honduras to
I
survive.
don't know
That's
how
why
they
a lot of
make it
people are
back
fleeing
home.
the
Yo.
country.
Yeah.
I don't know how they
But that's
make
the
it back
problem.
home,
That's
man.
the problem. I mean, that's the exact problem that we got to leave our country in order to survive.
Yeah.
We got to leave our country to survive. Even though
Yeah.
we have a lot of land, we got the
Huh.
culture. That
Yo.
don't mean if you don't have no money though.
Yeah.
It
Facts.
doesn't mean anything. Talking a
Facts.
language, having a culture, that doesn't mean shit if you don't have the money to defend it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Absolutely. And promote it
And we don't have money to defend it.
and cultivate it.
Yo, to
Yeah.
do to shoot a high quality video in the music world, that's like $500,000.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Hmm.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Through hip hop, the videos. What's the dude
Mhm.
from Honduras? That's the hip hop. He's
Mr. G?
a video. Nah,
No.
man.
Hip hop.
Oh, hip
Yeah, he
hop.
does all these high.
Oh, high quality
Nah,
videos?
yes, he's in hip hop. He's from Honduras. I forgot his name, but he was charging
Oh,
like
something with X.
No,
I don't
no,
know.
no,
I
no.
don't think Triple X is. I think it's something Williams.
Hype
Something
Williams?
Williams.
No, he doesn't do
Hype
Yeah,
videos.
Williams.
he shoot.
Hype Will.
He's from Honduras. He's from
Really?
Honduras. He
Yeah.
was
I didn't know
shooting
that,
videos
B.
at $500,000. This is
Mm.
I
like
didn't know
back in
that.
the '90s, and now they're like, his shoot a video from him is worth $2 million or some shit like that.
Shit. Pero
We gotta
ahorita.
understand that when you shoot
Mhm.
a video, right, of your song, you have to put it has to be like a
Mhm.
real character. It has to go with the song. It has to be like a mini movie.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
It
And we
has to
don't
have that
understand that.
The theme has to be important. The theme of it.
Exactly. It has to jive with the song. You have to have actors. It
Mhm.
has to be high quality. We don't
Yeah.
have the money to do that. That's what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say. We don't have the money to do that.
Yeah, but again, before having the money to be able to do that, we need that industry first too. You know what I mean?
Yes,
We
we
need
need to
that
create.
industry. You know what I
What we're
mean? We
doing
need that.
right now, we're trying to educate the people.
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's the first step. The
Yeah.
first step is education, and then
Which
you
is
execute.
Yeah, which is what Snagga alluded to, or actually I gave us the idea to last conversation, which is very Snagga, if you don't mind, can you
He's
please
there.
elaborate a little more?
Hold up. Snagga, you there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah,
Because we
go
don't see.
go
Yeah.
back into the education part because
That's
to
yeah.
me it kind of escaped me when you elaborately spoke about it that time, but I
Yeah.
wasn't really.
I mean, just let's focus on what we're trying to do here, right?
Mhm.
What's our aim? What's our goal?
Hold up. Yeah, yeah. No. Because he has a no. I want to make stay on his point. He's right. The goal is a Garifuna course. We all agreed to that, correct? Pablo, check, correct? Pablo,
Yeah.
okay.
Yes,
Pam,
the
correct.
education component is very important.
No,
The
what I mean
education.
about that, I'm not saying on how we're gonna do it. I'm saying what are we doing? What's the whole game plan? What kind of problems are we trying to solve? Because that's what we're here for. We're solving problems, right?
The main
And
thing,
so
like I said, okay.
there's two things so there's two things that we've been talking about that I just been laying back and listening to. It's culture, right? That's one thing that's much more narrow, and then there's the music side, which is
Correct.
what much more broad.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? So if we could just pick one, because like Pablo said, they intertwine, but we have to
Mhm.
start somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And when I talk about education, if it's on the music level, we have to learn more about how the music industry is, runs, about publishing. Last week, last time we were
Right.
talking about BMI and
Mhm.
ASCAP and all of that. a lot of these artists, Honduras artists or any artists, don't know too much about that because what are they? They're artists. They're focusing on making music.
Right. I
You
I
know?
see where you're going.
So you're saying we should just focus on one thing, either going to be the history or the music. That's what you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
we have to start somewhere.
Okay.
Or
You know what I'm saying? We have to
or
start somewhere.
Uh-huh.
yeah, or
Like Pablo
Snagga.
said, that's all intertwined. All those points that Randy mentioned,
Mm-hmm.
that's all got to be done.
Correct. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all got to be done.
But let
You
me hold
know?
a bit, but Snagga, but let's touch on the point that you're saying, which is this the reason why I love this discussion.
Yeah.
Because Snagga said, yo, listen, the artists that are out there and or anywhere that are Garifuna and the ones that we want to focus on, right? Which is the whole Garifuna culture and move our culture forward. All right. So like what I'm kind of getting from Snagga is they're not gonna know about this stuff. So they're gonna need representation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They're gonna need somebody that's gonna, just gonna manage them.
Hold on. I
Well,
understand what you're going at, but
Randy,
I think
before you go on, Randy, before you go on, I have to say this.
yeah.
I don't think Honduras has a music society.
Okay, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
There
Okay,
isn't a
very
music
good.
society in Honduras. Belize just
You-
started the music. It's called BISCAP,
Yeah, I heard about
Belizean
them.
Society of Composers and Writers, something like that. Honduras doesn't
Mm.
have a music society.
You see?
That's what we need to start.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's what Don Paco was talking about, a music association. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
If that's the route
Let's
that
tie
we're
it
gonna
all
go,
together.
let's start there. Let's go that
Yeah.
route. Let's start a music and association, you know, a
Mm-hmm.
platform where the artists can go find reference on, you know, on different things that, you
Mm-hmm.
know, that they want to find out, different things that they want to learn, you know,
Okay.
and have representation, you know, have that access to them. Like if we know like music lawyers or how to get
Mm-hmm.
their music published, they have somewhere to go. We can create somewhere, you know, some place where they can refer to if they want to find out how to do something that has to go through that has to do with music, you know.
Yeah. Okay. We need a website.
I mean, like I said, that's not really an issue. The website. Eso es rápido, loco. I have a guy who could do that.
Okay.
My thing right now is to make sure that we're clear what's the focus. If
Okay.
is it going to be Garifuna course or is it going to be musical association?
An association, the website.
Okay, because there's going to be a musical association. That means we're going to stick to that, and now we could discuss the content that's going to go in the musical association. Like for example, like I said, we could, like publishing or copyrights, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All that stuff could be done. I just want to make sure that we're clear and there's a focus, there's a vision. So the next time we meet, we have something to present to the table. This is what we've done. This is what we're working on. You know, I don't want to jump all over the place because
Mm-hmm.
we have to stay focused on the goal. Like if it's gonna be, so we have a vote. Is it music association?
Music association.
Snagga Music Association.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Sounds
A
good to
website.
me.
A
Okay,
Yeah,
website.
that
Pablo
makes
the
sense.
Great Music Association.
Yeah, and you got to keep in mind, Randy, like if we build the website, we could have links. There
Uh-huh.
should be
You see, there you go. That's
publishing.
what I'm
There
talking
should be
about.
a tabs for all those different things in the music association website.
That's right.
Correct.
That's
See, you
right.
see what he's saying?
That's right.
Now that makes sense
So now
now.
you could click, okay, you want to learn about publishing. Boom. There's going to be a link there that's going to link you to somebody who's talking about publishing and how to move that. Then the next one, all right, artist development, you know, how artists supposed to look, you know
Uh-huh.
what I mean? Or what are you supposed, all those things are going to be broken down
There
in
you
this
go.
on this website.
There you go. Now we're going somewhere. Now let's go deep into the musical. What's the gentleman name over there? I want to make sure we don't leave him out. What's your name, homeboy?
Yogi,
What is it?
Yogi,
Yogi. So what do
Yogi.
you
What?
think of? So what do you think of?
Yogi.
What do you think about this? Where you from, by the way, brother? Just out of curiosity, where you from?
I'm from Southern California,
No.
the West Coast.
That's what's up. Damn. We gotta go over there, man. Damn.
Yeah,
So you know, yeah, that's what's. I just want to make sure that we don't leave you out. So what do you think about the whole music association idea? You have any input or?
I like it. I think it's good. I think even having like video like pre-recorded videos on
Mm-hmm.
certain processes would be a
Yeah.
good thing for the association webpage. And
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I think Snagga hit it right. Like
Yeah.
having a collective, having
Absolutely.
having a group of people that are gonna support each other.
Yeah.
and
Beautiful.
really just pushing that unity in the music world, and subliminally, historically, being able to like gather people's. And one thing I thought of too was like just understanding what people know already. Yes, we want them to have like this preservation of history and culture,
Mm-hmm.
but also what's the current culture, like paying attention to
Right.
that.
That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a good
I like
idea.
that. I like that.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Musical association. Now, first step, name. We need names. Any names?
Hmm. That's a good one.
Now we're gonna go.
Wait,
Now we're gonna stick to musical association. I'm gonna go
because
deeper. Yeah.
this is gonna be the dub dot whatever dot
Yeah.
com, right?
You like, for example, I have a name, Garifuna Alliance.
Mm,
What do you
okay.
got a name?
Yeah, it's nice. Let's write it down. Let's see.
I like, if I may,
Garifunaalliance.com. Yeah,
I
because we
like Honduras Music Association, the HMAs, and like
yeah.
Okay.
that just
That sound
sounds
high.
good.
I
Yeah,
like
you
that.
know what? But the only thing with that though, right?
There is.
See, because I wanted to be to where
We're all good.
because in our
Yeah,
community, my
that's a be
brother,
inclusive.
because in our community, my brother, real quick, Pablo, let me just say this. Uh there's a lot of ignorant people who we want to set straight and we want to disseminate their biases,
Mhm.
right? Because us Garifunas and Garinagus are all the same.
Absolutely.
If
Facts.
Pablo, correct me if I'm wrong, we all the same. We're just in different parts of Central America. You know what I mean? So when you say Honduras, you know what I mean? Guatemala's gonna be like, oh, I'm not including that. You know what I mean? And I know because I'm mixed from all three. You know what I mean? But the community that embraced me the most is the Honduran
Absolutely.
community. Like
Always.
anytime
Yeah.
I came through, they
Always.
showed up for me.
That's true.
Guatemalans, they'll be like, oh,
That's
he's
that's
it's
facts.
facts.
Honduran, they always
He's
support that.
part
Yep.
Guatemala. I mean, he's part
Yep.
Honduran. I'm not going there because he's, you
That's
know what I
real.
mean.
Yeah.
So Guatemalans have this, let's keep it 100.
Nah,
Correct me if I'm
Guatemalans,
wrong.
they close themselves,
Yo,
yo.
they
They close themselves.
Hmm.
Well,
crazy.
then what
You know what I
about
mean?
like
Big
Central
So
time,
America?
man.
when you pardon, so like if you say like dub Guatemalan music history, whatever like that, then people gonna be like, oh, that's Guatemalan. They're not. So it's got to be universal. Is that all my
Mhm.
point?
See, that's why I
Would
came up with.
Central
Yeah.
America be broader? Like, would it just be the CAM, like the Central America Music Association? Would that be better?
I
That
like
would
Nah,
that.
yeah, that would be nice too. That would be
I
nice too,
would
because then that
say,
no, Pablo, 'cause that includes Panama, Nicaragua. You know what I mean? Wherever
Yeah. What was
Garino
it?
goes will be in
Yeah.
Central America.
I like that
I
one.
know there's a whole bunch in Europe, but you know what I mean? We brainstorming, right?
Yeah, we just brainstorm. It's not like a.
Right,
Yeah.
right, yeah.
We're gonna get to
yeah,
Nelson a little bit later.
Hmm.
I know one thing. Like when we come together, we make things happen
Amen. Yeah.
as
Facts.
a
Amen.
community. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, what with Garifuna kids, most of the musicians
Whew,
were a mix of Honduran, Belizean, Guatemalan.
unbelievable. That's right.
And look how they came out. You know,
Yo,
even
they play
Garifuna
crazy.
Collective is a mix of
Hmm.
Yep.
Honduran, Belizean,
Yep.
Facts.
Guatemalan. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
That's right.
We cannot go far without each other.
That's true.
That's
And that's
facts.
something that
Amen.
I,
Yeah.
promote. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
who I haven't helped in here in the Bronx. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
That's true.
With I help people with a lot of shit, and a lot of times I take losses, but to me it's about making impact. I don't care if I
That's
take
right.
losses
Hmm.
because I know how to make money. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I know how to make money, and
Yeah.
I have a master's degree, and I'm still in a way humility. I go by humility.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? And I treat my people with a certain level of humanity because I know the level of traumatization and generational traumatization that we've been through.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I have a special, I would say patience for our
Toler
community,
tolerance.
tolerance. So when I hear
Mhm.
shit like, "Oh, you dick riding," like I'm okay. I know where that's coming from.
Yeah, and you know where that comes
Okay?
from. Yeah, you
I
like
know where that
chill.
coming from. Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
know. I know the mentality
So
behind that.
so you have
But
oh, okay.
to me, the name would be
Yeah.
something like something general and broad. But at the same
Yeah.
time, you want to be make it appealing market wise, right? So people
Right,
can
right.
remember it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
NBC, CBS, all these brands, current
Yeah.
brands that
Yeah.
Simple but
we remember.
Exactly.
impactful.
Yeah.
It has to be
Yeah.
easy to
In a
remember.
yeah, an
Like
abbreviation.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
my
that's why I like that. The CAMA, because it's like gamma, or like, like it just
Comma.
has a
Yeah.
Yeah.
good,
I like the
the
right,
comma. And if you do awards, either the comma awards or like just kind of something that It's catchy.
You said C-A-M-A, right?
C-A-M-A, yeah, comma. C-A-M-A.
You said comma, C-A-M-A?
C-M-A.
Yeah, it's Central American Music Association. It's like, because
Okay.
the thing is that if you look at,
I'm sorry,
I've been
hold
looking
on,
at
I interrupted. Can we also have like an organization that's gonna help him how to write?
Hey, so Papa don't go. Yo, you yeah, right about feet. Stupido.
Yeah. Well, this, and I just wanted to just say one more thing is the thing about reggae music is like, if you're even a nominee, that puts you further in a new category, and so that's where
Absolutely.
this platform could potentially be like an award system that uplifts the community in a way that you see, at least you're a nominee for the Kama Awards
That's
or
right.
whatever. Like
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
already seen as someone who
That's
has
it,
these
man.
certain values, that has this certain motivation,
Kama.
this drive, you know, and like, and then you're like
Yeah,
next
Garifuna.
level, right? You're like creating this tier.
I like
Kama.
indigenous Caribbean Alliance or Association or Collective.
Fuck.
Indigenous
Damn, cuz.
Caribbean
That's a whole
Collective.
page.
That's a dictionary, B. Okay, what I
Nah,
signed that.
or Garifuna Music Alliance or Collective. You know, those acronyms, those three letters.
Okay, what is it? What you said?
What is it? I'm gonna write that down.
Garifuna Music Alliance,
Okay.
Garifuna Music Collective, Indigenous Caribbean Collective, Indigenous Caribbean Alliance, Indigenous Caribbean Association.
And you so you like that indigenous
Yeah,
Garifuna.
because that's what
Indigenous.
that's what we are. We're indigenous.
Yeah.
Indigenous. I like that. Indigenous.
And that to me, because remember, I'm missing out right now a music conference because I thought this is more important. I've been going to the music conference for the past 7 years over here at the Hilton in New York, but I feel like this is more important than that.
Thank you.
Salute,
I really
man.
think, salute. I
We
appreciate
really
that.
care for you for that. Thank you, man.
After being around that community, you know what I'm saying, and understanding how the music industry works at the world music level, names do matter.
Absolutely.
The name matter. Okay, these people go to the website Indigenous Caribbean. Oh shit, what does that mean? Like, what is that?
Indigenous
It's gonna
Garifuna.
spark the curiosity.
Yeah.
I know people even in Honduras, they don't say, "Oh, nosotros somos indígenas." ¿Cómo? Somos negros, afrodescendientes, or this shit. Like, they don't have the history, and I don't expect them to have the history in Honduras because most of the books are written in English, right? The books are written in English by the British. Over here, we have 1,000 books written on Garifuna experience, written by the British, and so we from Honduras, we don't have the language, we don't command the language, and there's less books written about the Garifuna experience, the true Garifuna experience in English. I mean, in Spanish.
Yeah.
They're not educated. I mean, we're not educated in Honduras about our history.
I like that.
That has to go on the website.
I like that. I like that.
You know.
All right. So hold on one second. So I just want let me just address Nelson. I don't know if he's still with us. He goes, except some people don't pay enough attention, I guess, or other reasons why there isn't enough focus. All right, we'll get back to that. We'll get back to that, right?
It's not the focus. It's not about focus. It's not about focus. It's that they just don't know.
También, yeah.
They just don't know. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Randy, you gotta understand. A lot of guys in our community got low self-esteem, bro.
That's true. Maybe we can have a
Why you think they coming at Planamu so much?
What?
Okay,
he just said you see a nigga that's confident and that's good at what he do. Nah, fuck that nigga. I ain't gonna fuck the way.
Yeah.
Yo, he got low self-esteem, man.
Yeah, and very intimidated.
Keep it at 100. Yo, let's just keep it all the way 100.
Yeah, let's keep it 1,000.
Self-esteem, yo.
He said the point of the day.
Yo, Pablo, and I always tell this in my stories. You know what I mean? Pablo, my brother, Yogi. Yo, Pablo, you know what he did for me, man? Yo, he would go pick me up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He used to go pick me up. He would give me his equipment for me to DJ on.
That's love, man.
Do your thing. I'll be back. Pick you up later. He'll come back. He'll pick me up and drive me back home with his equipment for me to get started. Planamu. That's how much faith and fam. Yo, I'm one of the biggest Garifuna DJs.
That shit is right here in my room. You see my equipment? Hold on. Let me look at it. Yeah. You see my equipment?
Yep.
Yeah.
got the Mackies right here. You know what I'm saying?
Everything.
Like my speaker cables is right there, and I stopped
Yep.
DJing. I
Yep.
stopped DJing. You know why? Because when I was in Harlem, they always wanted to hear like this degenerate hip hop music. I'm like, yo, I don't want to do
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was playing
Yeah.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like again,
That's facts.
I get bored quick. I can't play mumble rap for 2 hours.
Yeah.
That
I,
shit
mean,
is
I remember
boring
one
to me,
time. Yeah, I
man.
remember one time. I want to get back to Snagga too, but I remember
Yeah,
one
yeah.
time I was DJing and I was DJing Harlem, yo, and I was doing some hip hop, right? You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Oh, here we go.
Yo,
Here
and
we
I
go.
thought I was doing my thing, right? Yo, and I'm freaking DJ. I was there with DJ M Black,
Yeah,
and then this freaking dude showed up. He didn't have a beard then. This is years ago.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And then he gives me a pound, like, yo, give him a hug, whatever. And I was like, yo, how you like my set? He's like, yo, plot, yo, that shit was trash.
No,
I
no,
was like,
no. That's facts, B. That's facts.
Yo,
That's
I'm
fact.
not a yes
yo,
man,
Yeah.
man.
yo,
I'm not
Mhm.
yo,
a yes
he's like,
man.
yo,
I'm not one of them
that's
dudes, man.
yo, I was trash, yo, fam.
Yeah.
But you know how much love we got for each other. Yo, I
Always.
guarantee you, going back to what Pablo said about being sensitive and being,
Mhm.
yo, if I had
Yeah.
like a hateful or disdain or whatever like that within me, yo, I would not be talking to Pablo this
That's
time, like right
facts.
now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But
That's
you know how
facts.
I took that?
Mhm.
That's constructive criticism.
Mhm.
I went home and I revamped my whole playlist, and you know what happened? It got much better.
Okay, but hold on. Let me. That's a great point. But again, I want to stay back to
Oh,
the
I'm sorry.
point
Yeah.
on we're in a point where website, correct?
Yeah, we're gonna come up with a name.
Now the name, we're still throwing stuff out on the name, so we could. I'm not really
We
too.
didn't ask Naga yet.
Oh yeah, Snagga, Snagga, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
You have any opinions on the name before we?
Um,
What do you think?
to be honest, um, I've heard Garifunas
Mhm.
and Honduras Dad and
Keep it
Central
100.
America.
Yeah.
Um, I was thinking more of a name that's like more welcoming to anybody, everybody.
Universal.
Mhm.
Universal, yeah. Because one of the problems that we have is that we don't have a market for our music, so we want to welcome everybody to be, to be able to log on or don't feel left out.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So I was thinking more of like something that doesn't have much to do with who we are or where we come from.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you feel
Because
that that's
I'm
gonna be a little more welcoming to everyone.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Do you have a name
Because
in? Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah.
that
Continue.
that
I'm sorry.
that'll help with open up the market for
With the
what we're
marketing.
our music, because we know what we're doing within ourselves. What we're trying to do is get the attention from other communities, and that's how we're gonna grow big and get known. Our music is gonna get big and get known.
Facts.
Okay.
Definitely makes sense. Okay, so
I like
let me run
yeah.
down the names that we went by. We went by Kama, Cama, correct?
Mhm.
I love Kama. We went by Garifuna Alliance, which is Pablo Indigenous. He said like 10 of them.
Yeah,
I
we're gonna
still
have
he
to
needs
write that
you have to
down.
write that down. But we don't have to focus too much on this, guys. You know what I'm saying? We could
Yeah,
always come back to this. I just
right,
want to
right.
make sure that
It,
we don't.
I'm sorry, Randy.
No, no, no,
I think that like our homework, if you guys don't mind, right?
yeah,
Let's
there
come up.
you go.
Let's come up with a name. Like
Perfect. There you go.
so
Homework.
next time that we talk, you know what I mean? Like we would already have the information as to like Randy already knows how to get a website and all
That's
that stuff.
easy.
That's baby
nothing.
stuff.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
just got to get the name right.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And then get the process already
Right.
rolling to
Correct.
be able to do that. Oh, and talking about the video that Pablo already spoke about earlier, Pablo, I got the biggest link.
So that's
You know what I mean? You know
right.
who I know.
So,
You know what I
cuz,
mean?
so
I got
listen, that'll be your responsibility then.
I got
Yeah.
Renzo,
Yeah.
right? And I
Uh-huh.
got Mr. G. Those are like this
Mhm.
motherfucker right there. My brothers, like
Hey,
those are
hey,
like
hey,
my right
hey.
hand. You know what I
Right.
mean? So whenever I need
Yeah.
yo Pablo, Renzo got a Grammy, and I'm not
Mhm.
bragging, guys. I'm just saying. So as far as video and quality, Pablo, you already know who I got.
Copy.
You know who
Yeah.
we
No,
got in
no,
our corner.
that's fact. Okay, now let's start with the website now. Don't worry about the name. Let's start with the website. www dot whatever. Now, the first link, I would say it should be Garifuna History. And that should be Pablo's section. And I feel like Pablo should write like a whole breakdown of Garifuna history, and you get back to me within a certain amount of time when it be done.
I
So
already
we
got
don't
it
waste.
done. Ready. I wrote an article for Afropunk
Oh
in
my
Oof.
God.
2017.
Excuse me.
Beautiful. Four.
I'm sorry.
I'll be back.
Good
You
job.
know,
You're hired.
I'm
When
just
you
saying,
start,
I'm just saying.
hold on, hold on, hold on,
Yo,
hold on.
hey, listen, man. I'm
Yeah.
37. Look what I'm
Espérate,
doing.
espérate,
Look,
espérate.
look, look what I'm doing.
you're dealing
Pablo,
with a different type of dude, man.
Pablo, salute to
Dealing
Those
you,
are
with a
tough
brother.
different type
games,
of
man.
dude, yo. I'm not a regular dude.
I like
Trying
that.
to tell you
Salute to
that.
you, brother. So what I do is
Reggie, out of all people, you a fellow Taurus. You know that we're
no
aggressive.
rhetoric. See?
Yeah,
See?
yeah, you're
You know
Taurus,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Salute. So
We're very
listen.
aggressive when it comes to certain things that we're
Yeah,
passionate
yeah. So I'm gonna text you my email address. So email me that stuff. Okay. So we got that checked
about.
off. Got it from history. Now music
Okay.
business. Let's start with now. That's my field, obviously. What should we talk about within the music business section on the website? I need some topics, guys. I will say first copyrights. What
Oh,
else?
First,
okay.
a name. You got to come up with a name.
Mm-hmm.
Like a name for artists is very important to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. You gotta
Name
have
and a
that
narrative. A name and a
gimmicky, yeah.
narrative. Like what's the meat and potato of why you produce this type of music?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? A
Yeah.
name, a bio,
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
pictures. The artist got
Yeah.
to have a website.
Oh,
Like you
yeah, yeah.
have to
No,
have
but
a certain narrative.
no, but that's gonna
Yeah.
be the description, right? Whoever is gonna record is gonna give whoever is gonna go in and into the website and be able to click on that link to be able
Uh-huh.
to see that. Like, all right,
Correct.
what is it gonna be? Garifuna, music business or copyright, right? Boom. So it's gonna be different bullet points that people
Uh-huh.
can click on, right, and say, okay, copyright,
Yeah.
trademark,
Uh-huh.
artist image,
You're saying it. See, trademark.
publishing, you know what I mean? So it's gonna have, I think maybe that would be a good way to break that stuff down so it's not sort of kind of like maybe boring and
Yeah.
overwhelming.
Hold up, but do you see the visual I'm talking about though, right? First bullet point or tab will be Garifuna history. That's where you're gonna write all your stuff down. The next will be music business where I'm gonna write all my stuff. I already got the copyright. I have all that stuff
Excellent.
already. When I'm actually show you guys any more topics other than copyrights, publishing, trademark, what else do you want me to put down in the copyright section for us? And I'm gonna text you my email address so you can send me all that stuff. That's the
You got
point.
to have a section in
Artist
there.
image,
Armist
Artist,
image.
artist
yeah,
image.
I ain't
artist,
gonna lie,
man.
Garifuna artists, they be dressing in suits lately, bro.
Yo, dude,
They be on point with that, B.
yo, you see how they wear the pants like they in the 90s, yo? They should be like, yo, like hammer time, hammer. Go. Jerry curls. They still look Jerry curls.
Yeah, I used to have Jericho. Those front, bro. I used to walk
Follow
around
the
with the
drip.
dad all the time, bro. Yeah,
Yeah,
good,
so
guy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah,
Yeah,
you gotta have fun
Snagga,
too.
Pablo. Yeah.
No,
Another thing that should be on, sorry,
Uh-huh.
Pablo. Another
Go
go
thing
ahead.
ahead,
that should
sir.
be on there should be strategic marketing. You
Yes.
know
Okay,
how to
stop
get.
right there.
Hold on. Let me
That's what
write
I
it
was
down.
about to say.
Marketing.
You
Promotion
said
and marketing. A&R,
let's
really.
okay.
Yeah.
You said
Marketing.
marketing, right? So let's go specific in marketing now. Like detail that for me. Like what marketing? Social media marketing, email,
Well, that's
video.
gonna be in the marketing.
Yeah, but let's brainstorm on that. Like what marketing? Because marketing is so broad. Like
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. When somebody
oh
clicks on that marketing, right? Whoever's
yeah.
gonna break that down is gonna say that. It's gonna be like, oh, listen, when it comes to marketing, you
Hmm.
gotta get on social media, you gotta have an
Yeah.
image, you gotta, you know what I mean? So that
Okay, what I'm trying to say is that everybody here with a tab has responsibility. Garifunas history is Pablo. Music business is me. Marketing should be Snagga. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
You're
not
gonna
good
have
at
your own tab
marketing.
too, but we all have to have agendas and responsibilities. So we have know what we have to do for the next time we meet. It should be done already. You know what I mean? I think that should be because we have to know our responsibilities, our duties, and move to the next step. You know what I'm saying? You're coming too with DJs, so don't worry about that. With parties, proper way of
yeah, promoting.
promotion,
Yeah, absolutely.
DJs
Yes.
from
Yeah.
insurance to contract.
Yeah.
You're coming, so you're
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. 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 For sure.
But for if marketing is you, Snaga, what is your perception on marketing? What market should we focus on the website? That's what I'm trying to say.
It's like that's a broad subject because when it comes to marketing, you gotta, one thing is self-image,
That's right.
self-image.
That's right.
Another thing is the social medias.
Okay, social media, bingo.
Yeah.
All right.
You know, uh, who and you got to focus on who your audience is, who you're targeting.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And how to um strategically lock that down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
engagement too.
Engagement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Engagement. There
Yeah,
you
like
go.
how
Engagement.
do you you know what I'm saying, how you get more subscribers on your YouTube page
Yeah, exactly.
and
That's part of
followers
marketing.
on Instagram, followers
Hmm.
on Facebook fan page, you know, because like after COVID is over, when everything opened up, if you go to a
Hmm.
club and they ask you like, you know,
What have you
why
done?
should I allow you to perform at my club? Depending on the genre of music, you gotta
Hmm.
have
Okay.
all these things lined up
Yep,
so they
that's
can
Okay.
take
right.
a chance on you. I mean, how many people are following you? Like how many people um interest do you spark through your music? And
Yeah,
that's reflected through how many subscribers, followers
that's
you
right.
have.
Hold on.
Allow me 1 second.
I'm sorry. I'm
So
sorry.
I just want to give
I really
a
have a
shout
point.
out to everybody that's tuned in,
Yeah.
listening to this podcast.
Edson. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Through Facebook. Shout out to each and every one of y'all that's logged in. Listen, if you have any comments, you have any questions,
Questions. Absolutely. Yeah.
you have anything, any input, please, man, don't be
Concerns.
shy. Concerns, don't be
Yeah.
shy. We're here to help each other. We're trying to create something
Absolutely.
that's going to
Facts. Facts.
benefit all of us. You know what I
Facts.
mean? Because
Facts.
we
Yeah.
cannot deny the fact
Hmm.
that we are Garifuna,
Hmm.
and we wanna help our culture get to the next level. So thanks to each and every one of y'all. Don't
Facts.
feel shy. You're
Hmm.
if you Hispanic, type it in Spanish. I
It's
speak
all love.
Spanish.
It's
Don't
all
worry.
love. Yeah.
All right?
Listen, hold up. Pablo made a good point. I'm sorry. I have to
Of
go back
course. Yeah, yeah,
because he's right about the name. Because when we get the domain name, when I get the domain name,
yeah.
I have to get www.name.com.
Hmm.
So he's right. We have to come up with a name so I
Yeah.
could get the domain name right away.
It's gotta be catchy,
So I agree
universal.
with him. He said, I think we should also focus on the name either
Hmm.
now or later because
Yeah. No, now.
now. So, all right, guys, what do you think? We need a name.
Well, I want to
No,
address.
no,
I have a
I
but
mean,
no,
question.
no,
during what
no,
do you think? Like,
no, but we was gonna give him time to,
oh,
like,
okay, 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 okay,
to
okay.
the next, and then come up.
Yeah.
Well,
You know,
here's the conundrum though, right? And I think Snagga hit on it in
yeah.
regards to he want to make it open for everybody, you
Okay.
know. And I think that may be a little bit problematic
Hmm.
because you know
Had the same thought.
we don't have everybody's experience in the Caribbean and in Honduras.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We have a real specific experience. I think one of the reasons that Garifuna people are hyper creative is because we didn't have access to a lot of things. Just like the people over here in the South Bronx that started hip hop, Cool
Hmm.
Herc, African Bambaataa. They didn't, yo, the South Bronx, the Bronx, where hip hop started over here by where I'm at, Cedric Avenue, and over here on those projects, forget over there by 174th Street and Bronx River,
Hmm.
the projects, yo, that area was
Uh-huh.
looking like a war zone
Yeah.
back in the 70s. It looked like a third world country out here in the
That's
Bronx.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So out of that oppression, out of that poverty, that's where hip hop was born from.
Hmm.
That's
Same
right.
narrative with us in Honduras. We don't have a lot in Honduras. We're
Hmm.
Distribution.
not part of the economy.
Yeah,
We're
write
not
it
part of
down.
the politics. Yo, we're not even part of the country.
That's
Yeah.
real.
You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? We're not
That's right.
recognized by the government of Honduras.
That's crazy,
That's
fam.
what's gonna that's and we have a
Yo,
proof of that because we won
yo,
two
it's
court cases into Inter-American Court of Justice, right? And they saying that los garífuna son
extranjeros,
foráneos, extranjeros.
extranjeros.
That's what the Honduran courts said about Garifuna people.
That's
Wow.
that's
So
that's crazy,
when
man.
Snagga says we got to be inclusive, I don't know if that's going to be to our benefit
That
because we're under oppression currently, and that's the narrative that's going to want people to come into us and to see us. I don't know if I'm making myself clear.
Wait. Yeah.
no, no, no,
Uh-huh.
no. It's clear because
Hmm.
I actually it's not. I'm sorry. Before you respond, because when I was listening to you, I already saw sort of kind of like, and I think Pablo used conundrum. You know what I mean? I would say it's a dilemma. You know what I mean? Because again, a lot of our countrymen, right, where we were born, we like to como te digo, be proud, like, yo, somos hondureños, y this and that, soy guatemalteco, soy beliceño. But
Yeah.
when you really look at it, man, they got no love for us in Honduras.
They never will.
They
We
got
just
no
gotta.
love for us in Guatemala, Nicaragua. They look at us like, yo, estos extranjeros. You know what I mean? That's why I represent the Garifuna flag, and I don't mess with that blue and white, me personally. And I've had arguments with other people when I was younger, but now I just don't have those arguments. I just know that, right now, any one of us go over there, they'll love us because we come from here. You know what I mean? And we bring value when you go there. But us that already is living there, they don't see that value. They don't see that they still our culture, make it their own, but forget the experience that the people that gave you that are going through. You know what I mean? So it's like, Pablo, you know about this. You're okay. So I'm gonna take everything good about you, but we're still gonna oppress you.
Yeah.
Get out of here. You're nobody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, because they have no culture. Tortilla y maíz. That's what they have. When we came, traemos las baleadas, pescado frito,
Yeah.
hudutu. You know what I mean? The best football players. You know what I mean? So boom.
Because just to add on to that, the reason why they talk all that stuff, because they don't respect it, because we're not organized.
There you go.
Once we're organized, they have no choice but to respect us. You know what I mean? They have, but they have no choice to respect. That's why what we're doing here, we're setting in a foundation of respect to other cultures, and most importantly, respect for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So we have to get organized. We have to get disciplined, and we have to be structured a certain way, like the damn military.
Yeah.
Period. And that's what I'm trying to embrace in us right now.
And you know what I learned too, through promoting and doing parties, fellas?
Yeah.
What I learned is that when the whole party scene started, right? And I was of age to be able to understand it, because my first party was in 2002. I was right out of high school. You know, I was lucky to already be making money to be able to invest by myself, big parties. Pablo, you know my history. You know what I mean? Snagga, you probably. Yes.
I was there.
That's a historical. Yes, you was there.
I was there with Hector. Hector.
Yes, sir. You know what I mean? So my whole thing is, it's not to brag, fellas, at all. It's that I saw, along with I forget this guy, what's his name? Lechuga. What's his name? I forget Lechuga. Yeah, he's you know what I mean? Because Lechuga, yeah, they call him. Yeah, that's a un apodo. It's a that's my man. You know what I mean? He was like, "Yo, listen, man." Yeah, but I want to give you all of that because I want to drive a point home. So he was like, "Yo, listen, man, what's going on here? Yo, this guy's doing a party, that guy's doing a party. Yo, it's a mess. Yo, let's get together and let's do a party." Yo, I saw the vision right away. Again, remember when we started? Like, yo, when I see a vision, I see it. I was like, "Yo, cool." He put in a little bit of money. I put in the rest of it. Yo, and we organized. You know what I mean? A lot of these groups were now talking to each other, this and that. I'm like, listen, man, how much is it gonna take for me to have an event to where you guys could get along and do a party together? Or this amount, no problem, no questions. Let's put it on a contract. Because since then, I was always working on a contract. Yo, my whole point is like, once this was organized, Pablo, Randy, you remember, I had a clicker. I had over 1,300 people, and it was raining. And I had people underneath Bruckner thing waiting to get in.
I couldn't get in there.
This is historical.
I couldn't get in there.
You and my cousin couldn't even get in. Fam, I had to go out and get ice. I couldn't get back in. I had to call my security to come get me to get in.
Yo,
you know what I mean? So my whole point is that, once we have something that's organized, people are gonna be they're gonna fall in line. You know what I mean? And just go ahead and follow what we structuring right now.
Absolutely. Amen to that. But yo, shout out to Edson Arzu, my cousin that's on. What's going on, Edson? How you doing, brother?
Good, man. How you doing?
Introduce yourself. Yeah, thank you for coming by and showing love and support. Briefly talk about yourself, what you do, so you could let everybody know what you do, brother.
Yeah, for sure. Edson Arzu, man. Right now I'm living out here in Atlanta.
Nice.
Oh, beautiful.
Copy.
I'm a veteran. I'm a war veteran. Served in the Navy for 10 years. You know, went back Afghanistan. I have 2 businesses out here. Right now we're working on a cooperative out here in Atlanta to buy land. We're structuring that already out here. We have like 10 Garifuna families out here.
Wow.
That came together. You know what I mean? So
wow.
We can make that happen.
That's beautiful.
All the legal side of it and the structure. We talked to other cooperatives that are doing the same thing, so we don't have to reinvent the wheel.
Nice.
So that's that's coming up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that you guys are having this type of conversation, man, because we need to elevate ourselves.
Edson, it's time, brother.
And we need to be part of the process, and we need to pretty much like the language of business is different, right?
Yeah,
A lot of people don't understand it.
beautiful. That's a good point.
Yeah.
I mean, because when you're an employee, you know the steps that you need to
That's
take, right?
right.
You know you need to
Yep.
submit your resume,
Beautiful.
get into the interview. You know what a W-2 looks like,
Thank you, bro.
and your job description, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Comes to
Facts.
business,
Facts.
it has nothing to do with none of that stuff. It's a completely different language. And it doesn't matter what industry you are on, the language is the same. It don't matter what business you open up. The process of the business is the same. Contracts, what a 1099 looks like and what it is for, right? Payroll. When it comes to like content, marketing, right? That's a different type of language that if you are just a regular employee, you wouldn't understand.
Facts. Correct. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So educating our community on the business language is crucial.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of people feel like if I just register my business, that I'm good, right? My business is legit. There's a whole lot more that you need to do with that. You know what I mean? Not just having a tax ID number and just getting your business registered, but you have to go out there and actually do the work. You know what I mean? And you have to align yourself with people that's doing that type of work, that also have a business.
That's facts. Correct.
You know
Correct.
I mean?
Correct.
You can't talk business to somebody that doesn't even go into business.
So
you know I mean, the conversation is not going to make sense.
That's facts. So basically, as you know, with this whole panel that we have is solutions to, the Garifuna issues with, Garifuna business. We just pretty much trying to turn things around, and what can we do? Like, and you have, based on your previous experience with music, what can you input and how can we make it work? Like what would you suggest?
Collaboration, man. We have to collaborate with other artists, DJs that actually have been in the industry and that actually have results. You know what I mean? But how does that collaboration looks like? You know what I'm saying? So like that, nobody steps on everybody's toes.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if you have 5 DJs, the last conversation that you guys was having, Planamu was saying that, man, if I'm a DJ and I'm charging a certain amount, and another DJ saying, yo, I'm gonna charge 300, that's a problem.
Yeah. That's a great point.
Yeah.
That's a problem. So if you speak with each other and be like, yo, look, man, our craft is valuable. Like people are gonna pay for your services.
Right.
If it's needed, they're gonna pay for your services.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if I'm coming and I'm just straight like, yo, that Planamu is charging 500, I'm gonna charge you 150. You know what I mean? There's no balance.
Right, that's right. And that's gonna be real quick, because right now we're working on a website that's gonna have all these bullet points, right?
Yes.
And that's gonna be my area that I'm gonna cover.
What's that?
And it's gonna be very, very important.
What's the name of it?
I'm not sure yet. We got to think because he covers a lot. He covers a lot. No, he covers a lot.
It's
right?
just the way you said it. I'm thinking, okay, what's the name? I don't know.
I don't know.
And I'm thinking you're gonna say
but the information is gonna be there, because when it comes to like
the way you said it, man. That was
hosting
funny,
parties, you know what I mean? Being able to hire a DJ.
Of
course.
We have Garifuna history, which is Pablo. Music business, which is me. Marketing is Snagga. What's gonna be your title now?
We have to think about it. But again, hold on. But going back to what you said, yo, you hit it so like in the key, and this is the reason why we're having this conversation. Because again, like you're a DJ, I'm a DJ, right? But my question is this, right? Which is something that I really wanted to ask you guys. So how does one DJ find value, right, or get to a situation to where you charge somebody, right, and they like, oh well, I'm gonna go with this guy or girl because they charging me half the price that you charging me. You know what I mean? Do you get personal and F you, or be like, okay, you understand and move on? Or that person that's charging half my price? Because a lot of times I know, like, you know what I mean? Like, I've been around so long that people come back and they tell me stuff. You know what I mean? And they're like, yo, you charging me $150 in a box of beer. You know what I mean? And I'm like,
That's
all right,
crazy,
cool. Yo,
man.
go with
Yeah.
that individual, because that's, you know, what you want to pay for. That's what you
Yeah.
value. And
Mhm.
go ahead. So somebody who is of a high caliber, like how does, like me, how do I battle that?
I say you don't have to battle it.
Okay.
You don't have to battle it. Just sit back and wait till you get people that and market yourself in a way that you get people that pay you half
Mhm.
up front and half when you finish the playset
Yeah.
because DJs the
Yeah.
way they're
What up, Caesar?
Yo, shout
the
out.
way that the way that they broken down, right? There's different classes of DJ. You got
Mhm.
your hype DJs, you got
Mm-hmm.
the there's several different sub
Pars, right?
genres.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
DJ is a very complex thing. It's
Yeah.
Mhm.
a person that understands a particular genre and knows how to play it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
For your case, that would be Spanish reggae, hip hop, reggae, dance hall. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? There's a variety of genre that people know you for.
Right.
Mhm.
So people they gotta pay for that experience
That's
Right.
true.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
and the
Mhm.
equipment that goes along with it and the
Yep.
convenience
Mhm.
of you being, self-sufficient. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
Mhm.
The people that don't want to pay that, they may not
Mm-hmm.
believe in your skills or they
Mhm.
don't trust you. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
people that know,
I'm
they'll
not,
pay
or I'm not part
that.
of I'm not part of the in circle, because that's a big thing too that we got to talk about too.
Okay, we're gonna talk about that real quick, but I want to introduce you guys to my brother, Sister Arzu. I love him.
Yo,
He's on the
Cesar,
line.
hey,
X-Man,
hey,
X-Men
aka Ladies
yo,
Man.
Cesar's right next to me across the
right
street.
next to
I
you,
barely
yeah.
see
Yo,
Cesar,
yo,
yo.
That's
yo, yo,
facts, yo. Talk
yo, I
about
gotta
it,
give you your
brother.
flowers, Pablo.
My flowers.
I gotta give you your flowers, man. I see what you're doing for the community, bro.
That's right.
Nah,
I
I'm doing it for
appreciate you.
myself.
We
I'm
appreciate
doing it for
you.
Yeah,
myself.
Well, there's people out here that appreciate you.
yeah, that's
Oh, good
facts.
looking,
So
my brother. Good looking.
yeah, so
Yeah.
my brother, talk. We're going through the situation. What input? Because you're a very extremely intelligent man.
No, no, no,
What input do you bring to the
no,
table?
no, I just want to hear what you guys talking about, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
copy,
Yo,
copy,
shout out
copy.
to Eddie, man. Eddie, me and Eddie, we talk every day on Facebook, yo.
Eddie Gifted or Eddie
Legacy.
GNG?
Eddie Arzu.
Eddie
Well, that's my
Arzu.
brother.
Yeah.
Eddie or Edwin?
That's yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's my brother.
Yo, he should be on, yo.
Yeah, yeah. He's
Yo,
probably
text him right
working
now. Yo. He's probably
Nah.
working, right?
his fifth job, dog. Man. He worked too
Damn.
hard,
He's one of the
man.
guys that got 10 jobs, right?
Otro, hey,
No
man.
breaks.
God damn.
No breaks, yo. Bunch of kids.
Yeah, that's
Yo.
Yeah,
good blood
It's
pressure,
I
Eddie.
crazy.
can tell, like as a DJ,
Yeah, go ahead.
here in Central Oregon, like where I live, it's a huge
God.
wedding destination. So so my one of my target audiences, people getting married, right? Like they're
Mhm.
gonna get wet. They're gonna get wet in this beautiful nature environment and things. And so looking at venues with like a like all their whole year is already booked because they're a resort. That's like
Damn.
that's like a gold mine for me. It's like a central location where I can just go, and I know they are already booked for the year. I don't know if they have DJs, but I can go to them, and then from there I can potentially gain the access for that target audience. But if I'm like trying to uplift the reggae community here, then for me, I have a more of a collective approach where I just volunteer. Like, for me, it's my radio station. I
Nice,
go there.
beautiful.
Nice.
It gives me access as a radio DJ. I get to say I can put people on the air, and there's a resource there. So
That's right.
having that self value, having that self worth in an exchange with someone else's value, and recognizing that collaboration as something that is intentional and being willing to start somewhere with someone at some price, and then from there be like, okay, like I'm gonna go from this price point, and I'm gonna say, now that I have this experience, I'm worth
Mhm.
this price point now, and
Yeah.
then just
Mhm.
staircase it, stack it. Or if you're in a already lucrative industry like the wedding industry, looking at
Mhm.
those price points and already putting yourself in the midpoint and
Yeah.
finding. But it's all about your target audience at that point as a
Target.
DJ,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
then your strategy. But if you don't
Mhm.
have that
point.
understand of where if you're just shooting in the dark or you're
Yeah.
doing it for fun, at that point it's just like a hobby.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Facts.
And that's
Facts.
another
Makes a
thing.
lot
A
of
lot of
point.
our artists, they look at the music as a hobby. They don't invest in it, and it shows
Mhm.
to where their career is at.
That's a
Yeah.
good point.
Because
But
they're
guys,
not making any
yeah.
ripples nowhere whatsoever. Talking about DJ, yo, what the homie said is right. Because I when I
Mhm.
was DJing, there's a Garifuna DJ that makes a killing out of DJing
Who?
weddings. And there's a
DJ
particular
Chato?
website.
Chato, right? DJ Chato.
Nah,
His
I'm
uncle.
gonna keep him. I'm gonna keep him anonymous. But he
He
didn't
got
want to give
bad
me
for
the
like
name of the
five.
website.
Come
He
on,
didn't
man.
want to
That's
give me
why.
the name of the website so I could be down with making money too. Or he saw me as a competition.
Who's that?
And
I know who. I know who he is.
I can't disclose his
But I
name.
know who he
I don't
is.
put him out
I
there.
forgot his name. I forgot his name.
Scared. They scared of
He
competition.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that's
Damn,
facts.
what
something
Khalid ¿Cómo se
community.
llama? The one that DJ'd, Madeline's Cesar, you know, the one that DJ at Madeline's
What I'm saying?
wedding.
What I'm saying? Nah, I ain't gonna say. I ain't gonna say.
No, Charlie.
I ain't gonna
Damn,
say
what's his
it.
name?
That's not his name.
Say the name, man. You don't matter.
What's his name?
Nah,
The
man.
one that DJ at Madeline's wedding. That me and Denzel went. He was little. You know what I mean? And he DJ Charlie or
I
whatever.
forgot,
But I'm
guys.
sorry, Pablo. Go
I
ahead.
don't
But
remember.
this name names, man. Who cares, man? Yo, we building something that
Nah, we're
everybody's
not.
gonna follow.
Mhm.
Nah, we're not. We're not gonna.
Yo, it's gonna be a lot of feelings hurt, yo. I'm telling you.
It
A lot
has
of
to.
feelings
A lot
hurt.
of feelings
There's a lot
already
of
hurt.
wait, time out, fellas. Listen, because when I started doing what I was doing, again, I could only go based on examples, right? When I started doing what I was doing, and it was organized, and people loved it, and yo, whoever was doing what they was doing, yo, they got shut down because Planamu came with new ideas, new ways of doing things, and having structure in
Yeah,
our community.
that's the key
You
structure.
know what I mean? I was able to get bands that didn't talk to each other.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to do it to where DJs they didn't even talk to each other, but they did it together, and now they friends to this day because of me.
Okay. Okay. Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
So
No.
so what I'm saying to you guys is like what we doing now is gonna be historical. Like this is
Man,
big, yo.
this is
Yeah.
generational because
And
you
why
know,
I say
yeah.
that because I've seen it because I did it. I've done it.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And then when I talk about it, people see it like, oh, this dude is arrogant, but it's not because I got receipts.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So I know that what we're doing now is gonna be so powerful.
It will.
So guys, please, man,
But
let's
but
make it
one
happen.
thing I want to say though is that we have to stay strong with this vision. Pablo, Snagga, all of us. You know, what's the boy name?
Come
Yogi.
on, man,
Yogi.
Yogi, man. Come on, man.
Sorry,
That
Yeah.
name
Yogi.
is easy, yo. Fuck.
Sorry,
Randy,
Yogi.
What's wrong with
my
this
boy.
guy?
Write
I
it
know what
down.
Don't
I'm
be
God
Yogi.
damn.
Put a picture on there.
Yo,
Yogi.
Randy, you remember that time we were playing baseball, man? When you went in for
Hey,
that
yo,
free
don't
throw?
don't don't
For
start with
real.
that. Don't start with that. I
Yeah,
beat you,
so
so
yo,
cut it out.
Randy, you was
Set it
25
out.
acting like you
Don't
was
start.
50,
Don't
yo.
start with that. Don't start, please.
Denzel.
But fellas,
Check on Max.
real on some real shit, we gotta stay strong because there's a lot of negative, dark forces out there that they're gonna try to put us down. You know what I mean? So we gotta stay strong. We have to stay committed to success. We have to stay focused and we have to uplift each other. That's another thing. Because I've been getting some inboxes of negativity, and I'm gonna tell all y'all brothers right
Real?
now. Yeah,
Already?
Yeah,
yeah.
already.
Yo, we
Because
We
haven't
ain't
done
even do
nothing
nothing
yet.
yet.
we have because they see the potential and we see the success.
Scary.
The one thing I'm gonna say is all of us. I'm gonna pray for all you guys. We have to stay committed on the goal. You know,
Yo,
because yeah,
Randy,
again,
you heard that new artist from Houston, something Toby and Wicked Witchy or some shit like that? Where he
yeah,
goes, "Don't try me, try Jesus." That's what I'm on.
nice, beautiful. I like that. You what he
Wow.
said? You what he said?
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
try me, try Jesus. You know what I'm
Amen.
saying?
I love
All
that. Yeah.
sides. The spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
I got the spiritual too. Tengo mi protección aquí porque tu
That's right.
gente,
Gotta get
Yeah.
that.
You
That's
have
nice.
to.
they like doing their thing. Tell me, got my
Yeah.
shotgun over here.
That's
You know what I'm
right.
Yeah.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
from the other sides too,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta protect ourselves. I mean,
You
No,
have
we have
to
to.
our
We have to.
community,
because
we got
yeah.
some diabolical and satanic people in the community, yo.
Thank you. That's what I want to talk
Yes.
about real briefly.
Mm-hmm.
And
Talk about it.
what happens is that a lot of Garifunas they practice that stuff, and that's where a lot of these so-called team, people that put these together don't last because there's so much demonic things that they throw out there. That's why I say I pray for all of us that we don't, because our goal is to change the minds of a lot of these Garifuna musicians, promoters, DJs, band members, so we could get paid and make an impact in this industry that's never been felt before. Because think about it, we're talented. There's nothing could stop us. DJs, producers, artists. We just need to be organized so they can respect us.
That's right.
Period. So just to review again, website is the goal.
Mm-hmm.
Garifuna has to be covered by Pablo.
Wait, time out.
Wait.
So we gotta keep it in order. So now we're gonna do a www dot. So we all gonna come up, try to come up with a central name that's gonna be like Snagga said.
Yeah.
It has to be.
I like what you did. Good.
Yeah, it has to be where it's very inviting.
Correct.
To everyone, but at the same time, what Pablo said, it has to identify who we are and what we're trying to do and trying to accomplish.
Facts.
Because that's very important as well.
Facts.
And then within that, when that's done, that gets registered and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Then after that, we get the bullet points.
Right. But just to add on to, like I said, Garifuna history is Pablo, music business is Randy, marketing is Snagga. Mm-hmm. Now it's your turn now, bro.
So I think that mine is gonna be maybe entertainment and DJ promotion.
That's too much. It has to be short and sweet to the point.
So I'll get to it. Trust me.
What do you want me to put? Like
for now, you just put in entertainment.
Okay,
entertainment for now. Entertainment.
Right. Entertainment.
Yeah.
Perfect. So I guess we could start with that for now.
Yeah.
Anybody got any ideas what they want to add on? Yogi, Caesar, Pablo, anything else you want to put on the website just to start off, or what do you guys have in mind?
I think like a mission statement and about us.
Beautiful, yeah.
You nailed it. You get the $100 prize, brother. Damn, you get free contracts for me. How's that, man?
For real, free contract, yeah.
Yo, shoot me your email. I'll send you some 101 contracts, okay?
Yeah, for real.
Good job, man.
For real.
I'm curious, yo. That's the
Send me your songs. Send me all your songs, and I'll make a mix for you.
I like that, brother. And I got beats too for you, brother. Reggae, hip hop, and dancehall, right? So he's like, oh shit, all the time.
Damn, I get all this shit for saying one thing. We abundant, man. Yo, that's the thing about us, man. Yo, we abundant. Man. We got so much, man. Yo, that's why, like, you know what I mean? Like when I started, just to give a little history of me, right? When I started making mixtapes, right? And one of our OGs. Yo, he's supposed to be on with us, but he has so much controversy around him. You know what I mean? And Eddie.
Yeah.
Gift Legacy.
Eddie Legacy, okay.
Yo, where is Eddie Legacy, man? I've been
he don't I don't there you go. Like I don't know. Maybe Pablo's gonna hit him with some questions. He's scared about me. You know what I mean? I don't know what I don't know what it is.
Yo, you know what? It's because Pablo attacked him with knowledge and wisdom, man.
Nah, you're I'm a bougie too.
Yeah, but hold on. Let me just say this real quick. So when I started doing, like, see, the thing is, see what we're doing now. That's why I go back to what I said earlier. Like, I'm a visionary. I see things. This right here, what we're doing, is gonna be big, guys. I'm telling you.
Amen to that,
this is gonna be worldly. Like people in Europe, Africa, they're gonna know about us.
Amen. Yeah.
I'm telling you, they will. I already see it. When I started doing my little parties and stuff, like I saw a different view. I spoke to Eddie, which was already an OG in our community. And he told me, I remember, Pablo, you know this spot in front of where they used to make baleadas, right there on 3rd Avenue. Ruinas de Copán, creo que se llama. I don't know if that's the new one or the old one, but right there.
Orquídea,
yeah. Orquídea. Yo, he told me, because he called me T. Because my real name is Thomas, right? A lot of people don't know my name. Everybody knows me by Planamu. Yo, T. Yo, what up? Yo, he pulled me to the side. I was like, he was like, you don't know what you've created. I'm like, what do you mean? Dude, you out here throwing the hottest parties. You're doing mixtapes. And you're getting people together. Nobody's ever done that. And it's sad that he's not here for him to co-sign. Not that he really, because I don't have to lie to you guys, right? But
no.
What's crazy is that I already saw that before he told me that, and that's an OG. It's not gonna laughing.
He laughing.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He already saw that. You know what I mean? He already was like, you don't know what you have done. You have recreated what a DJ is supposed to be. You know what I mean? Which is to create music, be able to promote it, make your mixtapes and all that. You know what I mean? And I put that together and with Gato and Galang, which were my teammates. You know what I mean? And I can never put them aside because they were there with me creating this thing. You know what I mean? It was beautiful. So now that we doing this, I'm telling you, I see a potential that's amazing for all of us to be able to be part of history, but not only in the Bronx and in Brooklyn, whatever like that, but in the world. In the world. Caesar, why you laughing? Talk to me.
Because the truth.
Facts.
Not in the Bronx, not Brooklyn. A lot of these artists
in the
are
world.
local. A lot of these artists are all local.
Yo, Planamu, but what Eddie didn't say was all the hate that came with that too.
Oh, absolutely. Yo, Pablo, you know what bugged me
He's
out?
not gonna tell you that.
I want to hear this. I want to hear
exactly.
I want to hear.
No. Let me say.
There's a lot of hate that's gonna come with that. You know why? Because people don't got your personality.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
They don't have your personality. They just don't have it, and they mad
Pablo,
that they don't have it.
Pablo, let me tell you this, man. And it's not only it's not like on the public side, and it's on the back. The DJs, promoters, band members. You know what I mean? Because what happens is this, right? It's unfortunate. Yo, women used to tell me this, like, yo, Ply, yo, you doing your shit. Men would never give me no compliments. But it's not about me though. It's not about, like, you know what I mean? It's about like, yo, what we're gonna make happen right now. Like, I'm so passionate about this, guys, and I hope that you share the same passion that I have for this. You know what I mean? For us to make something historical and to put ourselves and put our name Garifuna, Garinogus, and move ourselves forward. You know what I mean? Because once we organize, everybody, because everybody's like all over the place, man. There's no organization in our community.
For example, that girl, I forgot her name. She got her music on Power 105. You got, I think it's Closer.
Yeah, Savina.
I salute her for that.
That's my home girl, yo.
I salute her for that. You know,
my home girl.
My cousin, man.
She's a cousin, and we gotta support that. We gotta big her up for that, because that's not every day. Whereas, you know, Garifuna artists do that, so we gotta show support for that, and we always have to acknowledge that.
My artist, Yankee. Hit 97, Hot 97.
Really?
You know what I mean? Absolutely.
People not.
So we could do a lot more of this, man.
That's
it's easy.
Yeah.
It's all about doing what you put together, Randy, and I congratulate you, man, for real.
You know what it is, guys? I'm tired, man. I'm tired being around all these hip hop artists, and they don't have as much talent as we have. And I'm like, nah, man, something has to give. We have to come together. We have to figure this out. We can't go another decade with just not getting paid what we're supposed to get paid. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of being around these artists that are not even as close to as gifted as we are. Pablo, Snagga, Edson, Caesar, Planamu, Randy. You know, we gotta figure out, because these generations, what's gonna happen? It's gonna die down again.
They're gonna be lost. They're
gonna be lost.
They're gonna be lost.
What's gonna happen? Another new band is gonna come out next week. Every week there's a new band that comes out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, for what? Let's just collectively work.
Organize.
We have to be organized. And once we're organized, they're gonna come like flies. Trust me, guys.
And you know what's crazy too, yo, Pablo, man. Yeah. Pablo, we got. I know you already have a lot of stuff, but we got to make like maybe 7-minute snips of historical data. You know what I mean? Where you break down history facts that people can learn from. You know what I mean? Well, once this website come up,
yes.
You know what I mean? And I wanted to, because people have to understand, man. People have to get it. Yo, we Garifuna, we Garinogus, right? And how are we proud of ourselves? You know what I mean? Like right now, my wife is Puerto Rican and have Puerto Rican sons. You know what I mean? They have to learn about my side.
That's right.
Yeah, but
you know
how
what I mean?
That if this Puerto Rico, this is one of the things that, you know, I'm big into education, right? Like, I have a master's degree in internet technology. You know what I'm saying? I'm very big into education,
man. Beautiful.
Because what my mother didn't accomplish, my father didn't accomplish, me and my son is gonna do.
Beautiful.
That's right.
God bless, man. Love it.
So one of the things that I do is I link the Garifuna experience to other cultures, communities in the Caribbean, Central America. So, in particular to Puerto Ricans, right? Which are they're from Boricua, or they call themselves Boricuan.
Taino, yeah.
So Taino and the Garifuna speak the same language.
Yep.
The Igneti, the female component of the Garifuna language is called Igneti. The male component is called Kalina. So we have brothers from the Taino community that inbox me about the Garifuna language, because I studied the Garifuna language, you know, intently as well. So there was a Garifuna settlement in Puerto Rico at one time.
You know that.
We used to trade
Really?
with each other. Yes, we used to
Wow.
trade with each other. These guys, they know that. The guys that study the Taino history, they know the
Mhm.
relationship between the Taino and the Garifuna. We're practically the same people, to be
The
honest.
Wow.
Eloisa.
Yeah, Luisa, wow.
That's
Yeah, the people from the east
crazy.
side, that's more African. You know, they come from the little small and surrounding Puerto Rico. Our experience is indigenous. That's why I keep on saying indigenous. I mean, we're not just
Mhm.
African. We do have an African phenotype, and
Mhm.
genetically we are African, but we also indigenous, meaning indigenous to the Caribbean.
Caribbean.
That's the Kalina and the Igneri. Those two
Mm.
are indigenous to the Caribbean. So I can't
Wow.
necessarily say African. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because if I
yeah.
say African, I have to acknowledge the indigenous. If I don't acknowledge the indigenous, the African side is gonna, be mad at me. So I just say Garifuna, which is a mixture of both.
Mm.
So what's most
Wow.
of the things that I do is basically educate folks, man.
Yeah.
And these commonalities with the Dominicans, there's a Taino community there as well.
Woof. Hmm.
There's a
Yeah.
community. There's a community in I think it's called San Pedro Macorís, in which you
Mm.
have these group of people called Cocolos.
I forget, man.
Those are Garifuna people from Saint Vincent that came over in the 1800s to chop off sugarcane.
Yeah. See,
So
these are the things that.
all
Mm.
these links, people not paying attention to. Like I understand why these communities they embrace us, not
Right.
just because
Yeah.
we speak Spanish, but there's
Yeah. Yeah.
something else that links us. The food
Yeah.
links us. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? The food and the
Yeah.
music that
Food.
really links us
The
together.
the spiritual
So for you to
energy.
be with a Puerto Rican woman or Dominican woman,
Mm.
it's not
Yeah.
surprising to me
It's not
because
uncommon.
that's
Yeah.
our people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's our people. But if you look at it, oh, he's with a Puerto Rican girl, he doesn't like it. Nah, man, you can't say that.
Yeah.
We're still
Hmm.
indigenous people, bro.
Yeah. See, these are the things that we need to know, man. We need to know. Wait, hold on.
Hey
Let me just
Pablo.
big. Yeah, hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. Let me just give a big shout out to Ideal Castillo. Thank you for listening. Ideal Castillo is a big
Idea.
artist from
Punta
Ideal.
Rocca.
Yeah, Punta Rocca from
What's up, brother?
Guatemala. Yo, bless up to you, Edson Arzu. Thank you for being with us, man. That's all. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Snagga. Go ahead.
Good hosting. Good hosting.
Pablo, speaking about this, the Garifuna history and all of that, as
Mhm.
I myself, I've always taken some time to learn about the history and all of that, and at some point in what I've been like reading, I've came to an understanding that even like people from other islands like Jamaica, I consider them to be as Garifuna people
Joey's
as
mad
well.
supportive, man.
You know,
Mhm.
what do you think about that? Uh,
We're, well, here's the thing. Since we're indigenous Caribbean, and the name Caribbean really, if you look at the etymology of it, it means Garifuna.
Yeah,
If you
that's
look
what
at
I'm.
the
That's what
etymology
I'm
of
saying.
it,
That's why I came to that conclusion because
all the
Gotti is
rhythms,
Caribbean. You know what I'm
all the
saying?
rhythms of the Caribbean, like bomba
Uh,
plena,
kinda cool, man.
reggaeton, like the under the bottom, like the
Yeah.
bass part, that's gunche. All the rhythms, merengue, salsa, all the rhythms, reggae, all those rhythms came from us, Garifuna. And a lot of people don't
That's
know
what's
that.
up. Yo,
Yeah.
check this out, y'all. We got Jose Showtime on the panel. What's going on, Showtime? Jose, what's going on, brother? Jose, you there, Jose? Jose, are you there? He probably on mute. Okay,
Yeah,
continue, Pablo.
he probably just listening.
Yeah.
So Pablo, you were saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm saying that we're all related to the Caribbean. We have this genre. We have like eight main genres in the music lexicon of Garifuna music, right? The two that are massively promoted is the punta and the paranda. But we have other genres which we could link back to the Caribbean, like John Canoe, Wanaragua. People
Yeah.
from Bahamas practice that. People from
Yep.
Jamaica practice that. You know
From
what I'm
New
saying?
Orleans.
Grenada. We got this thing called Job Job in Grenada, right? In which people put the black paint on themselves. We
Mm.
call that
I
piling
never knew
piling.
that.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah.
They call it Job Job.
That's
Yeah.
crazy, yo.
That's amazing. See, we didn't know that. Wow.
We all linked up, yo.
We all connected. Like you can't deny me. Like if I go to the Caribbean, yo, I feel right at home. Anywhere in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anywhere in the Caribbean, because that's who we are. We the original Caribbean people. That's why I use the term indigenous.
Indigenous.
Yeah.
We
Yo,
are
listen,
indigenous Caribbeans.
when I went to Dominican Republic, perdón to interrupt you, when I went to Dominican Republic, yo, them women there, you know what I mean? Yo,
You already know.
the vibe, the vibe, they like, diablo, pero ¿de dónde tú eres? ¿Tú eres dominicano?
King, boy. That's what
Nah,
it was.
man, yo soy Garifuna.
Garifuna.
¿Cómo? ¿Qué es eso? Don't worry about it. Vente para acá, mami.
Yo,
you know what I mean? Like, they love us. The vibe is just the same. You know what I mean? Like,
Kings,
yo, so what you saying right now is factual.
Facts,
You know what I mean? They know who their man is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They're like, yo, oh, okay. You just maybe a slight variation, but you is our man. You know what I mean? Is fire. So when you say that, Pablo, I relate to it so much because I've experienced it.
He's not lying.
Amazing.
He's not lying.
He's not lying at all.
if you like Dominican Republic, you love Panama. I was in Panama.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, Panama got some things. They got some things out there.
Yo, as a matter of fact, yo, Cafu invited me.
Things out there.
Cafu invited me.
Panama
Yo.
got some things. Yo, my people
Cafu
didn't
Banta,
even let me go to Cologne.
Perdón. I missed. Yeah, Cafu invited
I
me to
wasn't
go.
allowed to go to Cologne because it's so violent. They told me it was too violent for me to go by myself.
Cafu was like, yo, mira, chucha, tú vienes conmigo. Yo, Cafu invited me. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna go. I should have went, yo.
Should have went.
I should have went.
Be careful going out there,
yo,
man. So.
But I'm gonna go though. We're gonna go.
Okay, guys, let's start with entertainment with Planamu. What's going to be your responsibility? So we know.
Entertainment.
But be a little bit more specific. Entertainment requiring to what though? I need to know.
It's going to be broken down. Entertainment.
DJ business. What?
DJ business. Let's do the DJ business.
What else?
And the party promoting.
Party promoting.
The
proper
man, I think Planamu could join me with the marketing, man. We could work on that together and
do it together.
You want to do? Cool. Okay, that's cool. You guys, now, guys, another thing too. You guys got to communicate with each other inbox, please.
Don't worry about it. That's done. That's done.
I want you guys to communicate with, even if you have to exchange each other numbers, communicate with each other because I want that to be, we have to be able to, in order for us to make this work, we have to be able to relate and talk to each other.
That's easy.
All right,
it's done.
So we accomplished a lot, guys. Now, Yogi spoke about a mission statement. I like what he said.
Yeah, Yogi, you killed it with that.
Let's go back to Yogi. Do you have any examples of a mission statement?
Yogi, you killed it with that, yo.
A mission statement has to be short. At least,
yeah, right to the point.
3 sentences. 3 sentences. That's it.
Yeah, that's even a lot. 3 sentences.
But I feel like indigenous should be in there though, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
It has to be there because he got me amped with that whole name indigenous.
Yo, Pablo, as a matter of fact, you might be able to work on that with the stuff that you've already done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And I'm not even trying to brag. Like
no. Come on, man.
I'm not bragging. Like in this space of talking about the Garifuna experience and the music conferences and the music space as a whole, like my name is there.
Yeah.
Here in New York, for sure.
So we may have to do that. So Pablo, if you don't mind, if you could come up with a mission statement, you know what I mean? Because you probably, because you get the gist of this. You know what I mean? Because our brother Yogi, he's not Garifuna. You know what I mean? And we're not excluding him, but his idea was a beautiful one.
It's a perfect one. It's
one of the main ones, when it comes to the Rastafarian movement, when I was in, I know different people from different parts of the Caribbean, and the Rastafarians, they know about the Garifuna experience.
Yeah.
We're the people that's radical just like them. You know what I'm saying? The community, we're radical, so they embrace our struggle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They embrace our struggle. They know about us in the Caribbean.
Let me say a story real quick. Rastafari. I don't know if it was here or it was in Honduras, but I think it was maybe here. Now that I think about it, hanging out with Snagga, right? And we had some food. Snagga, correct me if I'm wrong. And then Snagga was like, "Yo, I'm not gonna eat that." And I'm like, "What do you mean? There's no meat on it." No, but the spoon that we used to get the rice, touch the meat.
Wow, that's deep, bro.
And then Snagga was like, yo, I'm not gonna eat that.
Stop right there.
Yo, Snagga, am I wrong? I don't know if he was in Honduras, it was here or whatever, but
I don't remember that, but that is something.
He's like, I remember that.
That is something that that I would do. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, I don't put the same spoon that people use for meat and for rice or salads or whatever.
Yep.
So interesting, man.
And I know for a fact it was with you. I don't know where. I don't know if it was here, back home, or something. You was like, nah, that spoon or that plate touched the meat. I can't eat that. I gotta eat something that's. And I was like, yo, fuck, estricto. No, la máquina. Yo voy a comer, loco.
Yeah. So, all right. So, guys, I'm sorry. You want to say something?
Well, actually, real quick, when you talk about food, like we are the original vegan people. Garifuna diet is totally vegan.
We didn't know about this. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yo, but you got. Oh man.
We got darasa. Come on, man. That's all vegan. All these foods got darasa, tapao. That's vegan, bro.
Yeah. No, but eating fish is not vegan, though, right?
Yeah,
is
but
eating fish something recent?
I think that was recent, but we have a lot of dishes that are vegan based and plant based.
Yes,
that's what I'm trying to say, and that goes in line with Intl food and the Rastafarian ideology of not using a lot of this, oils and all these processed things to create food. Garifuna people are like that.
Okay.
Okay, guys, what do you think about putting a health section in the website?
We need that.
Yeah.
We have Garifuna history, music business, marketing, entertainment, a health, because you guys are talking about health a lot.
I like it.
Pablo, Planamu, myself, we trying to eat healthy.
Yeah.
And we need that.
I like it.
Who's gonna take responsibility? Yeah.
Me and Pablo.
Check this out. You know the way that
all of us actually. No, all of us. I'm sorry, Pablo. All of us.
Randy,
all of us. And
Snagga.
Of course. We all got to get into that. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Check this out. You know how they treating COVID in Honduras right now?
I don't actually. I don't.
Take a guess.
Change the way you eat.
Only the blacks have it.
Nah. The Garifuna communities, all 50 of them, from Mascot to Sangrelaya, they use Gifiti to treat COVID. You know why? Because Gifiti induces your immune system.
Diablo.
Gifty boy. You gotta run for president, Pablo. You vote for me.
Nah, I ain't running. Yo, Randy, I don't want to die yet. I got a lot of things. I need to stay alive, nigga.
Oh Pablo.
You saying too much realness and too much truth, bro. Gifty to treat coronavirus.
Yes, because it boosts your immune system. See what they told you in the hospitals here.
You know what he said, man? You hear what he said?
Something that I learned when I visited Cuba. I went to Cuba 2 years ago, and I went to the hospital and I started speaking to them, and I made a little network. So when I go back, you know what I'm saying, I got some people waiting for me. I even went to the studios in Cuba. I think that if not, people should go record, mix and master their music in Cuba because it's cheaper.
Wow.
And the sound quality with the sound and the video, the Cubans have it.
Wow. See,
so we should go to Cuba specifically.
Yeah.
Because everything is based on humanity over there, which is one of the credos of Garifuna culture.
Yes, right. That's
humanity.
Right. Yeah.
We don't discriminate. That's why when I said we would include everybody, that's a Garifuna thing. But for this, we gotta close ourselves up. You know what I'm saying? A little bit.
Yeah.
Let us get the money first, and then we let other people in. Because we've been playing that humanity to our detriment for too long.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah. So guys, really quick, going back to the website, a timeline when we want the website done or something we could all look at. Because I want to put a deadline. Let's be realistic. What do you guys think? A week, 2 weeks? What do you think?
Let me see. Let's look at the calendar.
That's like that'll probably be like a month.
A month, yeah.
A month, right?
Yeah.
Or even more because I'm thinking about a logo.
Yeah.
And,
see, that's the thing. I don't want to wait too long because when we wait too long, we kind of get stacked because everybody's busy here. So
and we forget too.
And we forget. And I want to be able to because we're gonna have another event coming up soon. So Yogi, Edson, Jose, Pablo, Planamu, Snagga, we need to all collaborate on this. What's a specific timeline
I agree with a
for the
month.
website? A month?
Yeah, a month. A month.
30
Okay.
days.
How much? 30
30
days?
days.
Okay,
Yeah,
30 days.
30 days.
Well, do you have the website
Guys,
title or
somebody hold up.
So right now, so we're gonna email, because I think everybody has Randy's email. So
I'm
we're gonna email him ideas with the website name. Because remember, the content we already have, right? That's gonna be an easy thing. The name has to be where it's very marketable. People are gonna be enticed, right, to go out and search for that. You know what I mean? It has to be where is pretty. It's got to be pretty. It's got to be a pretty name,
Yeah,
and it's got to include all of our ideas.
Now, just to add on to what you're saying.
Hold on,
mobile
Randy.
now.
I gotta say
Yeah.
this. I gotta say this. We gotta stay in communication because I'm big on, you know, I got
Yes,
my
sir.
master's degree in internet technology, and I believe in
Absolutely.
technology. It
Yep.
changed my life, my family's life. You know,
Mm.
I don't need to DJ because of technology.
Yeah. Pero yo,
You know,
pero yo sí, yo
Yeah,
sí.
you have to pay bills. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, but check this out. Why don't we create a Slack account and communicate through Slack?
Let's do it.
What is Slack? I didn't, what,
Put us on.
Slack,
Okay,
Slack is a collaborative software.
wow, okay.
Put us
Is it
on.
like-
It's like Telegram.
It's similar to Telegram and WhatsApp, but it's
Okay.
more for for projects,
Okay.
for project management.
Let's do it.
Mhm.
Let's do it. Send us the link. It's
we
an app that
download
we
it.
could. There's an
We
app that we
download
could download.
Yeah, you could download it, and all of us will stay in communication
Yep.
Done.
Let's do
using
it.
Slack.
Let's do it. Because again, I want to reiterate and keep it very like to the point, because I don't want this to be something that everybody, oh, we got here. No. So we accomplished something today.
Yes.
So today we decided, right, Randy, if I may,
Absolutely. 1 month.
we decided that we are gonna work on a website.
Absolutely correct.
And that's gonna be the place where people are gonna go,
Mhm.
whoever want,
Mhm.
go check out music, check out videos. And if you're an artist, you could check out information that's gonna help you
Garifuna history.
to build you as an artist and be
Mhm.
able to make money, right?
Correct.
So the first thing would be Randy.
Basically, the first thing is Garifuna history. Pablo, you have my email address, Pablo, right? I'm gonna email it to you so you have.
Hold on
it.
1 second,
Yeah.
but let's talk about that, guys. How do you feel about
Yeah.
the Garifuna history being the first thing?
Personally,
Because personally, I think that should be the last thing.
nah, B. I
Yeah.
think my perspective it should be the first because that's the first thing that they see when they log on. Bang, Garifuna history, and they have to know where they're going in order to know where they're gonna go. Because
So
like,
so that's the
yeah.
purpose of we getting
Yeah.
together. Is it music related?
I mean, I think it should be
Because it go
Yeah.
back to what Snagga said. Like, what are we talking about? We talk about history, or we talk about music?
But all that's gonna come down. That's a good point. All that's gonna come down a lot. I think we should have the website with different bullet points, and the person that comes on will make the decision what they want to focus on. As long as they know that the information is there to know. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean,
think,
what do you think? Like,
yeah, I think that
hello.
this guy's gonna pick up the phone right
Sorry,
now.
sorry. It was my daughter, so she hung up.
Okay.
Okay,
No, I think that
it's my daughter.
the music
Mhm.
information should go first,
Okay.
and then the information about our history
Mm-hmm.
should go after,
That-
or on a different part of the website. You know what I mean? So you got your music stuff,
Mhm.
and then on different you got
That's not a problem. That's
You know what I
easy.
mean?
That's just moving a tab. That's,
right.
I have 2 websites, so it's not
Okay.
a local. Oh, you know what we
What
could
you-
do too?
Mm,
We could see the analytics on who when we see the website and
Mhm.
the content,
mhm.
we could see who logs on what more
Right.
based
There you
on
go.
what. That's another thing.
Okay.
Vamos a hacer eso también, so that shouldn't be a
what-
problem. What do you guys think about that, by the way? Edson, Jose,
Well,
Yogi,
here's the thing, Randy.
Pablo.
You got to make the website bilingual too. Our people they feel more
Mm.
comfortable
Pablo, man, you
Yeah.
you nailing it,
Spanish.
bro.
That's what we're doing this for. Yeah.
Damn,
That's
what
what
I need your
education
help
does
with.
to you, Randy.
I'm gonna need your
That's
help
what
with that,
spending
Pablo.
a lot of
'cause,
time in classrooms does for you. Makes you wonder.
Damn, this
That's
guy.
right.
It gives you like real create. You get like
English.
I don't know, man. I mean,
Yes, you do. You stop saying that. You know
You
that.
know what it
you
is,
know.
partner.
we are like the most creative people in Central America. Like
Yes, sir.
all these
Yo, Pablo,
countries,
can I stop? Wait, stop.
all
Can I
these
stop you for a second?
countries, all
Let me
these
stop you for a
countries.
second. Let me stop you for a second. Let me stop for a second. Let me stop for a second. Just us as DJs, right? Us, because I still consider you as DJ. Yo, we play bachata, merengue, salsa, reggaeton, hip hop, African.
It's amazing.
What is it that we don't play? You know what I mean? That's not popular. Like obviously, you know, Japanese music, you know what I mean? Like Chinese music. We may not play that because we're not, you know, in those neighborhoods or what have you, right? But yo, we play everything. Yo, gatote. You guys know maybe Yogi does not know who gatote is. He does bachata, he does merengue. He's the most versatile, not because he's my man, because him and I was he was part of my group that he started, right? Not because of that, but it's the most versatile Garifuna artist. I think that he's even better than Aurelio. I'm gonna put my neck out there. I'm gonna die on that hill. He's the best Garifuna artist ever in history, Garifuna history ever. He does bachata, merengue, salsa, soca. He does Garifuna, hip hop. He does everything different voice inflections. He's the best complete artist in our community. And where is he? Nowhere. And he is the best out of all of us. There is no Garifuna that can compare to him. There's no artist that could compare to Gato. No artist at all.
I went to school with the guy.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't think there's nobody that could touch that, man. Yo, he's like
Snagga. If I'm wrong, please correct me.
Snagga.
No, you're not wrong.
Thank you.
I respect Gatote. You know, that's my man's.
He changed his name, by the way, guys. So
he has a whole bunch of names. He's like the old dirty bastard that got Yeah.
So I was just making that point, Pablo. Like, you know what I mean? Like, as far as like us being so diverse, I never seen a culture like us, yo. I'll be honest with you.
I believe.
And I'm open.
I think that's where that adds to the conundrum that I'm relating to. We have all these influences. I mean, I don't think we have ever focused on ourselves because we have all these influences.
Exactly.
Yeah, nice.
Good and point, because dominating all these things, different languages too, Spanish, Garifuna, English, you know what I'm saying?
Fuck.
That confuses us. Like if we go into a Latino place, we know that culture. We could easily,
absolutely,
or you know, we around different people from the Caribbean. We easily, you know, we blend very well with them. But I don't think we've ever focused on ourselves in our music industry.
Yeah, and that goes back to the name, right?
The name is important because why? What's the incentive for people to follow us or to come to our shows? Just because we're from Central America? No. Just because we're from Honduras? No. That's not it.
Yeah,
that's not a reason for people to follow you. You have to have like a very compelling narrative for people to even want to listen to your music.
I like that, compelling.
And for us, it's going to be our experience. You know, the us not being enslaved and, you know, taken captives in the Caribbean and being bought and sold. You know what I'm saying? That's a narrative.
Absolutely.
And a lot of Black people can't say that other than the Gullah and Geechee over here in the eastern corridor of the Northeast.
Wow.
Not being enslaved. You know what that means? That means we have a language. That's what describes it. That's what defines us.
And we still have it, yo, to this day.
Yeah,
yo, exactly. That's gonna set us apart from any other culture. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And that's what's gonna draw people in.
Man, bro, you look at that dance, punta dance. It's like
você na hamota na duma na Garifuna. Lead that conversation. Yo, I hate it. I understand it perfectly, but I can't talk it. Yo, man, I gotta go back home, man, and be like Snagga and be out there for 5 years, man. Maybe I'll be able to speak it again, man. Fuck.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Yeah, if you don't use it, if you don't practice it, you're gonna lose it.
Yeah. Yo, Marley Satuye, yo, shout out to you tuning in. He says he's in the studio about to record, but I'm enjoying the conversation for the moment.
Copy.
Yo, that's amazing, yo. Thank you, my brother, man. I appreciate it that you are with us and listening. Yes, sir.
Satuye Records, I think he got a record label in Belize called Satuye Records. Shout out to that brother. I've been following him for the past year.
Beautiful.
Couple of years.
So, guys, again, we have Garifuna history for the website, music business, marketing, entertainment, and now health. Now, again, we have a month to knock all this stuff out. We all gonna exchange each other's information. I'm gonna chat you all my emails. We're gonna go to Slack, correct?
Yeah, I'm
Anything
gonna
else we need
send
to
you. You could download it. You could download it.
download?
And for the
Okay,
health
copy,
part, we could
copy,
put
copy.
videos by Dr. Leila Africa and Dr. Sabi on there to talk about the health
Oh,
and
you see what
how,
he's saying?
Yeah, we could link
it's
that too.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
a real
yeah.
industry here in America. Like here, when they what they do is they try to scare people into taking this COVID vaccine. Like what was it, Tuesday? I took my mom to get her
Hmm.
because she has diabetes and
Oh,
she's
man,
disabled because of that, right? And
Mm-hmm.
they were asking her, "Do you want the COVID vaccine? Do you
it's
have a you
crazy,
want a
man.
flu test?"
Hmm.
They asked her like 3 times, and my
Yeah.
Wow.
mother said, "No, no, no." The fourth time, I was like, I had to step in and tell the doctor,
Yeah,
"Listen, culturally, we don't believe in this vaccine.
that's right.
First of
Hmm.
all, Pfizer, Moderna, they experiment on people because we
That's
know what they
true.
did in
He's
Guatemala
not lying. You know his stuff,
with,
and you can't
with the
and you
Tuskegee
can't sue them
experiment."
neither. That's another thing. So
Exactly. That's they made that into law that you can't sue them.
you
You
can't
can
sue
sue
them.
them. Yeah,
Yup.
yeah.
Yo, so miss me with the bullshit, fucking taking experiment. Get the fuck out of here.
Yo, that's
You know what I'm saying? We
crazy.
ain't
Yeah,
no
That's
fucking guinea pigs, man.
for
You saw that
real.
that's
we
true.
got
Yeah.
Gifty in a
Mm-hmm.
third world nation that have no fatalities just by using Gifty. And you want to
Mm-hmm.
force upon a fucking vaccine that
That's
usually
right.
takes 15
Talk about it.
years,
Talk about it.
takes 15
Preach,
years
brother.
to develop,
Damn. Hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna rush it in 6 months and give it to people? And I see a lot of black people taking that shit like, oh, I don't feel nothing. All right, I mean,
Hmm.
yo, you.
Good
I'm not
point,
gonna
man.
I'm not gonna tell
You
you
what he's
what to
saying?
do, but
You hear what he's saying? There's a
nah, we ain't
yo.
taking that, yo. We can't be scientifically cowardly and
Mm-hmm.
politically cowardly to let these people tell us what the fuck we need to do.
They wrong.
Man.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hey, listen. So right now I got Young Gotti. Young
Young
Gotti is
Gotti.
one of our prolific,
Oh shit,
amazing
Oh
that's cousin.
man.
artists.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Young
he's like,
Gotti,
yo,
bro.
and I just want to read what he
That's
wrote.
cousin
He's
right
like,
there.
yo, can't even front. I'm tuned in while at work. I respect what you guys are doing. And hold on. Hold on. Somebody else just tuned in. Hold on.
Andy tuned in.
Yeah, and I respect what you're doing and liking the positive conversation. Salutes, my brothers. Wabarugwo.
Wabado go.
Wabarugu.
Wabada room.
Wabarongo.
Wabado
Wabarongo.
go.
Hmm.
Wabarongo. Okay. And then we got Molly's Chatouye again. Chatouye Records is not for me, but I work with the brother whom I own it. Okay, I'm a little confused about that. Marley, you might have to elaborate on that a little bit, or just tune in. We here, man.
Hmm.
I know we're about to end it a little bit because it's been going on. We already have our topics and
Hmm.
what we need to do. We already have our agendas.
Agenda, correct. Yeah.
Andy Ordonez, health is perfect. I feel like many of our people lose our eating habits living in the U.S. Many of our people that live back home eat our
Original
original
dish
dishes every
every day.
day, live
Live longer.
longer. Yes,
Nice.
sir.
Yeah, they eat organic
Absolutely.
food.
Hmm.
Absolutely. And I know that my cousin sees he's on the live with us,
Yeah.
X-Men. You know
X-Men.
what I mean? Like
Yo.
he knows about that
Greatest.
too. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Facts.
Like
Yeah.
I got my cousins, you know what I
Yeah.
mean,
Eating
to
healthy.
getting healthy
Man.
and to
Yeah.
being in a situation where like, yo, I want them here longer.
Man.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because I
Yeah.
love them. You know what I mean? I love you
Hmm.
guys too. You know what I mean? I know Snagga is
Sure.
a big, health conscious person, you know what I mean? And I love you too. And I want us to be here longer. Like I'm not gonna front, yo. I'm in my 40s. People do not believe it.
Hmm.
Yeah,
They're
people
like,
don't believe
nah,
I'm in my
yo,
40s
they'll
too.
fight me.
Yeah. Right.
Yo, they fight me. Like, nah, man, get out of here, man. You're
No.
32. Like, all
No
right, cool.
marketing.
That bien.
Okay.
I
Now,
take that.
for the marketing, Snagga and Planamu, y'all guys are gonna work together, correct?
Yes, sir.
I need you guys to chat with each other all the time, and please stay in contact because I'm gonna be staying in contact with both of you guys to make
Yes,
sure this
right.
gets done.
Mhm.
If you need help with content or anything you need to discuss, please let me know because the next event that we have, I want to make sure we have something to work with. I just don't want to have an event and we have nothing there. I want to be able to present, okay, this is what we've done, this was taken care of, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I'm saying?
Got it.
Everything
Got
has
it.
to move. I don't want to
Yes,
be
sir.
just talking. No, we have to move and take action. And also, if you say you're gonna do something, you got to do it. Just don't talk out the mouth. We all have to take accountability of what we say. You know what I mean? Like I'm willing to invest. That's nothing, but we all have to understand that the seriousness this is because again, we trying to infect the whole generation and the way we're going right now with Garifunas, I feel like we could change the duration of all this shit that's going on, bro. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys want to add anything else, please let me know. I'm taking notes, and let's make it work.
Yeah.
You know, if we're gonna say
Another thing
something,
that we need to do, like
yeah.
after it's set up. I know that we've been talking about this as well as
Mm-hmm.
to test it out on somebody, an artist, and some kind of artist, and show people that it works.
Okay, can you elaborate
Oh,
that
oh,
more?
oh,
Good
okay, yeah.
example.
No, no. I'll jump into with that
Yeah,
because what Pablo has said. Let's pick one artist.
I
You
agree.
know what I mean? Because Snagga, you say you know a lot of artists back home.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
Yeah,
any here. You know what I mean? So we can pick somebody. You know what I mean? And we can help him out to do some recordings and work on his craft a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and then we could use that individual. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And see how that works out.
Yeah, since I just want to add that since we spoke last time and you guys mentioned like BMI and ASCAP, all that, I started researching on that and
Mm-hmm.
I started learning about it, and I joined BMI,
Good,
and
good, good, good.
I had the idea of starting like a publishing company where I can
Nice, nice. Good,
Beautiful.
publish
good job.
publish a lot of these artists that are coming out.
Mm-hmm.
So I got several artists that I'm looking at, which is Little Nelson. He's in
Mm-hmm.
Costa Rica right now, recording
Amazing.
with some Costa Rican artists. And I got another guy that's in Roatan. His name is Adolf Chacal.
Adolf.
You
Wow.
know,
Okay.
Fuck.
Damn.
Adolf.
That's a powerful name,
Que
Adolf.
nombre, loco. Fuck. La name is Lady
yeah,
Boy Lehi.
Crazy, B.
yeah, but yeah. So that's the direction I'm going on, and it's because of this these sessions that we're having that put me in that direction. So
And by the way, guys, just to add on to Snago was saying, if you need resources from contracts, that's the biggest thing, from management contracts to recording contracts to anything. I got you guys, bro, for free. Don't even worry about that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you got him
Pablo,
in Spanish.
that's the thing. That's easy to translate in Spanish. Just go to Google Spanish and just copy and paste it. It's in Spanish. That's nothing.
Okay.
So I got you. If you need anything, hip hop, anything regarding contracts, please come to me. Even with you with the DJ contracts, I got
Yes.
you. I
Yes.
just give
Yeah,
it to you. Don't worry about. Yeah.
chat.
Hmm.
So, and I also I got the Slack app right now, so I got it locked.
Okay.
Copy.
Yeah,
Cool. Cool.
let me download it right now, actually, too.
Yeah. Me too. Yeah.
Get this shit done, yo. Yo, listen, guys. I'm telling you, like I said earlier, I'm telling you, people are not gonna believe, right? And we're not worried about people's belief, right? Obviously. You know what I mean? But once this gets up and running,
Hmm.
you guys are gonna see how crazy this is gonna be. But at the same time, though, Randy,
Hmm.
you know what I mean? Like, yo, we gotta figure out because like Pablo started off how we started off, yo, it's about money too, yo.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because we're not gonna be using our time. Time is money.
Absolutely facts.
You know what I mean? So
You're right.
eventually, guys, we're gonna have to get on and figure out, like, yo, if this thing is gonna make money,
Hmm.
yo, what we gonna get? Yo, whatever. We all get $50 for doing something.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? We get, what I
Hmm.
mean? Because eventually, again, everything is a business.
Facts. Yeah.
Than this, and I don't want
Hmm.
anybody here to feel uncomfortable. Like, yo, man, I'm using my time. Yo,
Hmm.
I could have been with my kids. You know what I mean? And I could have been doing something. And you here, on a 3-hour call. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Unless if you are somebody who, yo, I'm really doing it off the strength.
Me personally, just to add on what you're saying, I am doing this off the strength. I don't care about money. This is me personally because I feel like I'm more about changing the generation to come next, because with information on just the right way to do shit, because we've been doing things for wrong for so long, from C Boys, La Boga Boy. Look at these guys right now. None of these bands are living off of none of the music publishing that they have. No, none of them. Nothing. You know what I mean? None of them. So it's like, if we could give them the right information, like, hey, if you do this like this is gonna happen. Or if you do this like that, that's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so are
Mm,
we or any one of us is gonna feel a certain way that we give somebody information and they become highly successful and out of here, and
yeah.
then but they're like, yo, Randy, fuck out of here, or Planamu, Pablo, Snagga, fuck out of here, nigga, whatever, I don't care.
Hmm. Well, from my understanding, honestly, brother, it's about information. What they do with it is on them. As long as I feel like I played my part in society, giving information, that's on them. Like I said, I'm not about the money. You know, money comes and goes, comes and goes, comes and goes. The Most High will bless me. I'm all about giving information to people that need it. Cause you gotta understand something. For years, they've been doing shit wrong. If they've been doing it right, they should be they'll be on Mega right now playing. But it's not. You know what I'm saying? So something is not right. So if we could give them the right information, hey, this is this like that, that's like that, that's like that. Whatever they do, that's on them. You know what I mean? Like, so I like that selected. Yeah. You know, so, but all in all, it's about helping people because they don't know what they're doing. You know, for example, Isanigu, Sea Boys, Estira Subo, Garif Grupo Ache. What do they have right now, guys?
Union jobs.
Yeah, who said that? They got nothing.
I said Jesus said that.
No tienen nada, loco. The new generation that came out, what is it? Dynasty, Legacy, who else? What is it? Grupo, whatever.
Who's that? Who's that group Dynasty? Because I got the booking agent at the shrine asking me. They brought a crowd when they performed at the shrine, and it was a very young crowd.
You see?
And they were like looking all type of crazy and shit. Because you guys know when it comes to the venues here, the world music venues, they know who I am. And the booking from Shrine was like, you know, who I don't know them. Are they from Guatemala? Are they from Honduras? I mean, because they brought a particular crowd to the Shrine in which they don't want them there anymore.
Yeah, see, that's
they don't want
Dynasty.
They don't want them in there anymore.
Yeah,
they're from Guatemala. They said
they brought a crowd in there that's like very young.
Yeah, I know. That's the bad thing. You know, they have no discipline. They have no, you know, like I said, I don't even think they have a manager though, bro.
They don't
because
believe in
that club,
it's
for drinking, bro. You know, and a lot of kids that go there, they can't drink. You know, that. Yeah. That Dynasty, they brought a crowd there that was not up
that's
to par.
underage. That's
underage. Yeah, and that club, what is it? SOBs, right?
Not Shrine. Right here on 132nd and 7th.
Yeah, so there's a lot of rules there, and
it's a war music spot.
Yeah. But okay, there you go. You've been a promoter.
Nah, you can't get in there with the promoter. I mean, it's a war music spot. You don't get paid. The basis of that club is just to test out how you sound.
No, hold on. Pablo, hold on, Pablo. You said somebody from actually a group went to somewhere, a location to where is age restricted, and they brought a lot of young people.
Yeah, they put a young crowd.
Okay, I blame that's right. Everything is about blame, right? And responsibility and accountability. That's a promoter.
They don't deal with promoters at the Shrine.
So how did that group get there?
They took a chance on them because that's where you showcase new music, new world music.
But somebody had to promote it.
I don't know. I don't think anybody promoted. I mean, it's as simple as sending an email, a link to your music and getting the time slot. Wow. That's about it. But you got to bring a crowd. You have to bring a crowd.
Pablo, when it comes to an event, you got to have a promoter. You got to have somebody that's going to organize that and put that together. You know what I mean? Because if you are an establishment, you know what I mean? Whether or not, you own it or don't own it or what have you, or if you are the owner and you have these type of events, then you are the promoter. Then you become the promoter when you are eliciting a group of people to come to your event. You know what I mean? And enjoy the venue. You are a promoter. So there had to be a promoter. You know what I mean? So this promoter had to know, like, okay, who is this group that's gonna come and perform? Because based on the rules of the house, 21-year-olds can't come in, which is one thing that we have to learn as well as Garifunas, because back home, we bring that here.
Yeah.
Like I don't gotta have ID. I don't give a fuck about you. You know what I mean? Because
that's very important. See, that's very important that you said that.
that's my part of the whole. You know what I mean? Entertainment part of
Good
the
point.
entertainment part of the you know what I mean, of the website.
Business, yeah.
That has to be established. When you're a promoter, like, yo, okay, what is my age limit? Am I gonna sell liquor? Am I gonna sell liquor? Or who can I come in? Who can, you know what I mean? Like, you have ID, yo, dude. Like in my parties, yo, you're gonna get ID'd, man. You know what I mean? Because I can't afford for you to come into my event without no ID and you harm somebody. That's just basics. That doesn't even need to be.
Sometimes they don't even know basics, cuz.
But that's the thing, though. But they're gonna know what they know me, though.
Okay, but
you know what I mean?
Okay,
they're gonna know what they know me.
I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but
yes, sir.
A lot of these venues, you know, outside of the community, if it's something like Savannah or Shrine or World Music Venue, you know, they only run on how many people you bring. You could, you know, because it's an entry level venue. I mean, it's not
okay, but at the
necessarily
same time,
venue.
but at the same time, though, if they have a situation to where they have to have a certain age limit, that has to be established. You can't be like, yo, oh, I'm going to invite Randy and bring his, 500 friends, and they all under 18, and talk about like, oh, well, you guys can't come in because you're under 18.
Good point.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see your point though. Yeah.
You got to establish the rule at the beginning. Like, yo, who's your demographic? Who are you bringing?
How about this? Maybe some promoters, they don't know about the business though, cuz maybe you might have to inform them and let them know, like, hey.
But that's what I'm saying. If the venue is like, yo, you can't be here under 21, that has to be established at the beginning. I don't care whether you're a promoter or not. This is my venue. Yo, you can't come in here if you're 18 and have my place shut down and I can't do business after this event. It's not gonna happen.
Okay. Wow. Good point, man. I didn't think about that.
That's my entertainment part of it. You know what I mean? That's what I'm gonna bring to the people on the website. I gotta let you know. That's just my expertise.
Perfect. Yeah.
I can't jeopardize my liquor license because you're gonna bring 1,000 people. Who are these people? 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds? No, they can't come in.
That's true.
No,
they shut the whole thing down. Yeah, facts. Yeah,
it's not gonna happen. The money looks good. Yo, you could take a chance and be like, damn, and pray, but then you're gonna have your asshole like tight, like walking around, like, you know what I mean, like worried that anything happens, yo, you fucked. You done. Anything happens. So you got to be careful with these venues where you have minors drinking.
Okay.
Cops come in, it's a wrap.
You see what you just said right now?
Yes, sir.
It's so important. You see the passion that's coming out your mouth?
That's what I do.
Loco, that is vital.
2002.
And what happens is promoters don't know that.
There you go.
They don't, it's like they take risk.
The money looks good.
They care about the bread.
Because the bread looks good.
Yeah.
You want to go home with 3, 4, 5,000. Yo, fam, I've come home with 30,000 cash in my back.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Right or left? Right or left?
The whole bag. When I did my parties.
Yo,
I was there.
$5.
And I'm bragging right now. My events was very lucrative. You know what I mean? And I just kept doing it.
I couldn't get in either.
It's beautiful.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then rules started changing, and I had to abide by the rules. I had to slow down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then eventually I was like, you know what? It's not worth the risk, because I go do a party, I put in 5,000, I come back home with 7,000. It's not worth it. It's too much you got to put in. It's very investing. You have to invest all of you. You know what I mean? So I was like, all right, cool. That's whatever. I just DJ.
How about with an entertainment part, you put the proper way to promote a party, the rules that you have to follow? Ever thought about that?
What do you mean?
Like, for example, like you said, they can't go to the party without being 18 or over.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Insurance.
Yeah.
Because I believe a lot of promoters, they don't know what you know with the business.
They don't, and that's gonna be on the website.
And you have to inform.
So Pablo, I'm sorry, Pablo.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to like shut you down, my brother, but I just like, you know what I mean. Like you said something about that group, and you know what I mean, and I just had to put in my 2 cents.
No, it's all good. I mean, we just got to understand that, our music is not just local to the Bronx. There's a lot of people that enjoy our music, but
that's right.
They don't feel comfortable in coming to the Bronx to enjoy it.
That's true. You hear what he said?
That's true.
That
But
is, yeah.
a lot of times too, there's a
Only the
lot of us.
diehards.
But there's a lot of us though. Yeah, but there's a lot of us that are in the Bronx though, yo. Yo, the parties are
Yeah, but we
man.
don't
Yeah, we
have a
find a way.
decent venue for us to enjoy our
Nah,
music,
that's
man.
another
We
thing.
don't-
Yeah, they kick us out everywhere.
Everywhere, yo. That's another thing.
Yeah, because we got some knuckleheads in the community. You know what I'm
And those,
saying?
you know, yo, which is gonna be part of my it's gonna be part of my part when I do my website, yo. Like
Entertainment, yeah.
it's crazy because a lot of the dudes that beef and have like I don't know, yo, what it is like with me when it comes to the public, not the ones behind the scenes and the DJs and the art. Yo, when it comes to like certain dudes, like they know, yo, that's a Planamu party.
Mhm.
Yo, they don't come and fuck around, yo. You know what I mean? Because I think it's like a reputation type of thing, Pablo. You know what I mean? It's like oh, that's a Planamu party.
Mhm.
I'm chilling. I'm gonna go over there. I know there's gonna be a lot of bitches. I'm gonna hang out. I'm gonna have a good time. You know what I mean? When it's
Yeah.
somebody else, yo, fuck that. I see my op. Oh, it's on.
Mhm.
You know, in my parties, like yo, they come, yo, they chill. They got their nice shoes on, nice clothes. Yo, I'm not fighting tonight, yo.
I
I'm
don't want
not
to mess up my
fighting.
pink outfit.
Yo,
Yeah,
for
that's
real.
when the dress code. That's when the dress code
Yeah.
comes into play.
Yes.
See, you gotta
Yes.
address
Because
that
when you dressed
entertainment.
up, you're not gonna want to fight. Like,
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
you know what I'm saying? You have a button down and hard bottoms, not necessarily hard bottoms, but look, trendy.
Mm-hmm.
You're not
And that's
gonna want to fight. You know what I'm saying?
and probably and that's what I want to teach promoters, the upcoming promoters. That's what I want to teach them, yo. You know what I mean? Like, yo, it's not about the money all of the time. It's about longevity. Yo, Pablo, I had a big party coming up last year before the pandemic. Yo, fam, I would have had over 1,000 people at that party.
All right. Can I say something real quick just to add on?
Sure.
Now, Pablo Garifuna history, you have that to just send to me. Cool. Music business, I have that. Marketing, entertainment, Planamu and Snagga gonna
We're
work
sniffing over
together.
there like that, man.
Pablo and Snagga gonna work together. I know, right? So Snagga, Pablo, really quick, when can I
Randy, you
get
sound
something
like
from
a
you?
broken record, man.
I know. I just want to make sure we stay on the same point because I don't want to jump from topic to topic to topic to topic. We have to be able to just accomplish. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
I'm not gonna lie. This is a lot of good information, but I don't want to
lot of
jump
good
off
info.
because
lot of
it's
good
easy to jump off the whole.
A lot of good info.
You know, I want to stay on focus because this is part of success is staying focused and moving to the next. So,
Right.
Snagga's there.
Still here, bro.
Okay,
Okay.
Snagga and Plamino, when can I get that from you guys? The assignment.
In
That's
2
the-
weeks. 2
Okay,
weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
All right.
Let
2
me see the
weeks.
date. Let me see the date.
Okay.
Snagga, if you don't mind, I just went ahead and I would
Cool.
say by the
February.
by the 20th, February 20th.
Okay, cool. February 20th. So I'm gonna get
Snagga,
that.
hold on.
Sorry.
Snagga, how you feel about that? By February 20th, we will have a an outline as to what to discuss when it comes to marketing and entertainment.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
That's easy enough.
Beautiful.
Okay.
That's,
All right, by
that's
the 20th.
doable.
Beautiful.
So you
Okay.
guys could communicate with each other.
Absolutely.
Via chat. Text.
Absolutely.
All right. so let's do
Absolutely.
it.
Let me put it on my calendar.
Please, because like I said, it's about progression and progress. We have to, I don't want to I don't want to have the next event and we still on square one and still talking. We have to talk and take action. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So, yeah. Mhm.
Okay. Next, Randy, come on. Keep moving. Keep moving.
Now, the next thing, guys, is health wise. Pablo, we all.
No.
What do you think?
No,
You wanna-
that's not next. That's
I-
not next.
I
No,
put
no,
that
no.
here. Should we discuss
No,
that?
hold on. The Garifuna,
Yeah.
the first one here,
No, that we discussed that already. We did that already. Got it
the
from
music
history.
business.
I did that already. We did that
When
already.
you gonna
too.
have that by?
I have that already.
Yeah, but we didn't have the date.
2 weeks.
So the 20th.
The
So
20th,
the
for
20th,
sure.
we all gonna do by the 20th. We're gonna have everything by the 20th.
Correct. By 20th, Pablo will send me his stuff. I'm gonna say my, I'm gonna have my stuff as well. Obviously,
Okay.
marketing, entertainment. You and Snag are gonna have their stuff.
Okay.
And
Okay. So
the
so
health?
before the health.
Okay, good.
Before the health. No, before the health.
Let's not
By
be-
when are we gonna have the name.com?
We can have that by tomorrow. We just have to have a name right now, guys. That's the $1 million. Because I could get the name by tomorrow or tonight.
No, let's
Pero necesitamos
all
un
sleep.
nombre,
No,
loco.
let's sleep on it. Let's everybody chill, relax.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And maybe by next week
Okay.
Saturday, you know what I
Okay.
mean? We already thought about a name. I'm not talking about get together. I'm just talking about like by
Okay.
next week Saturday, we already have, you know, like a name that we can possibly play around with.
Okay,
Then that has to be, you know, it has to be certified.
Because
You would
remember,
have-
in order for us to upload information to the domain name, the website, we need the name. Because I can't, you know, have
That's
my
right.
guy start something and he don't have a domain name to start with. So we need to have something like.
Makes sense.
So if it's gonna be next week, cool. But you guys got to give me something to work with though, because
But right now,
well, not now, but if it's gonna be a week is fine. But like for example, Pablo says some names that I
The
like.
sooner the
Yeah.
better. Basically, the sooner the better.
There
the
you
sooner
go.
the better.
Same.
Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. I thought we'd think of some names and all right, guys. Yo, this is productive.
Very productive. So
We
before
have-
we end everything, any final things anybody want to talk about before we end it, or and are we clear on what we have to do?
I just want to remind everybody that we're a culture, right? We're a society.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Meaning that we're, as indigenous people, we're autonomous and sovereign because we have everything within our society to sustain ourselves, starting with the language and the way we do things is very different from other ethnic groups.
That's true. You're right.
We have a worldview. We have a spirituality system where people don't like talking about. They're only limited to the good, but we already have a worldview of how we view the world, in which a lot of people they think is, it's a religion. I like to call it a spiritual system or worldview. We already have that in our society, and that's something that I think we need to reawaken to. There's people in the community that could talk to us about that.
Yo, Pablo, I want to do
Why are you
now.
screaming?
This is gonna be something
man?
different, Hermano. This is gonna be
Hold on!
something.
Like screaming at me.
Hold on, I'm sorry.
Who's that?
We're gonna do something
Yeah, go ahead.
different, yo. Because I know, me and Randy just met this brother through Eddie, G&G.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He named me Hilmer.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Pablo, I don't know how your Spanish is. I think my Spanish is
Shit.
pretty good.
I need
But
work.
me, you, and him, Randy's not getting that. It's not gonna work. This motherfucker, he don't speak Spanish, man.
No,
He don't
I
even
don't.
speak Garifuna. He don't even understand Garifuna.
Yeah, no.
So he's gonna be useless.
Damn, fuck. Sheesh.
But me, you, and him, and Hillman, I want us to do, Pablo. I want us to do like a conversation. Yo, Pablo, this dude is so knowledgeable
Mm-hmm.
about the Bible, religion, and when it comes to Garifuna history, Pablo, you my brother. I'm telling you, he's gonna shock you with the shit that he knows.
Hmm.
So maybe in 2 weeks, I'm gonna hit you up. I'm gonna keep you in contact. I know we got other things that we gotta do, but this conversation also with him, with Hilmer, gotta take place. And I'm gonna have a different flight, but that's me. Right now is Randy. He's doing his thing, but but we cross promoting right now.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But you so integral to this process is incredible. And fellas, I'm not gonna exclude you. You could log in, but yo, it's Garifuna history that this guy is very like he stuff that he told me. I was like, yo, my mouth open.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, but you and I, we'll talk about this. I'll hit you up tomorrow, right?
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, we related to. There's a particular group of people in Mali that we're related to.
Yeah. Yo, he talks
And-
about stuff that you'll be like, yo.
He goes deep, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're related to the Dogon
Hmm.
in Mali.
Yo,
And
he told me. Go ahead.
That's there's particular the good songs in which
Mhm.
we recognize extraterrestrial beings
Mm-hmm.
and we know them by name, like we communicate with them. That's within
Or-
Garifuna culture.
Next level. All right, guys. I don't want to keep
Yeah.
it too long.
Yeah.
That's
So-
another. That's gonna be for us. Like, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
I know Randy's doing his thing. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna disrespect my cousin. You know what I mean? Yeah, not disrespect, but like,
Nah,
take over his segment. But that's gonna
No.
be me, you, and Hilmer, and whoever is gonna be interested in
Mhm.
having that talk when it
Mhm.
comes to Garifuna history per se. Has nothing to do with music, nothing with like market, nothing. This has to do with straight history and where we come from and what have you, and it's totally different from this to a certain degree. And then me,
Yeah,
Pablo, and here we're
answered
gonna talk about
things,
it.
man.
Huh?
In Guatemala, I don't know if you guys celebrate Marco Sanchez Diaz, but they say Marco Sanchez Diaz was a Haitian general that
Mira,
founded La Boga. How did that
wow,
happen?
exactly. We gotta talk about that. We gotta talk about that. Yo. So, Randy,
So guys, we're about to end it. Any final calls? Anything you want to discuss before we end it? Because we all have
Hey, Randy,
responsibilities. Yes.
Randy, I just wanted to mention that you said you mentioned a whole bunch of different jobs that we got to do, right?
Correct. Yes. In
But
2 weeks.
I think we need somebody also to take charge of the funding. That's
Okay.
gonna focus on how we're gonna get like different fundings, even to do the website.
that's right.
You
Okay.
know, because
Okay.
we gotta pay people for to do the
Yeah,
website, to get
their
a
time.
logo and things like that. You know,
I have
Okay.
an I
aside from other things.
Okay.
have an idea.
Okay. What is it?
You guys
Great
know
point.
into technology.
Snagga.
So there's this thing called Patreon, right?
Mm-hmm.
In
Yeah.
which we could do podcasts and we could invite people to be part of this community in which they pay to for us to continue doing the podcast or for this particular content. It's called Patreon.
Patreon.
There's another app that's called Anchor, which allows you to monetize a podcast. So if people really want this information, we could set up accounts on there and they could pay us for giving them the content.
Mm,
So
Great.
that's something
great.
that I wanna put out there.
Great.
You know,
Interesting.
I know how to make money, man. Like
I
this
can
is
see
what
Beautiful.
I'm
that,
doing.
man. Shit.
Yeah.
What
Beautiful.
I'm doing for the community is
What he
me
said.
giving back.
That's right.
I'm giving back. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not a selfish dude.
Mm-hmm.
Patreon.
I don't
Patreon.
keep all
All
the
right.
information to myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I
All right.
like
Let's do it.
seeing every other person eat that's within the community and that's close to me.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see
Yeah.
everybody eat. I don't keep all the knowledge to myself. I don't keep all the money to myself.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Great
You know what
point.
I'm saying? Because to me, that's what I think Garifuna have done. They try to keep all the knowledge to
All
themselves, take all the
That's true.
knowledge to
takes
the
us
fucking
nowhere.
grave, and then
Mm-hmm.
That's
nothing gets
true.
advanced.
That's
Good
right.
point. Yeah, you're right. Facts,
That's
man.
right.
Facts.
We're gonna break that. I believe me. Trust me, guys.
It's gonna be broken
Yo,
right
this
now.
this is done. That shit is done.
Hmm. Now, but I just want to talk to Snug. Snugga made a great point about
Yeah.
the funding and
The funding. Yeah.
how we're gonna get money for this, to that, to that. That's something that's a question mark, to be real with you. You know what I'm saying? But there's ways to get the money. You know what I'm saying? Does anybody have any options?
Yo, Pablo just spoke about it. Yo, Patreon.
I just
Patreon.
told you, fuck
Yeah.
Okay,
Randy.
okay, okay.
Fuck,
Chico
I
been
mean, ve
going
no,
on
Sorry.
it.
Randy, he
Okay.
was.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yo,
Sorry.
¿Qué le
Randy, I
pasa,
just
It
said
Randy?
was
what we
the
could do, Randy.
Está durmiendo, Randy,
it was
boy.
the liquor.
Fuck.
It was the
Yo,
liquor. Sorry.
ya yo
Está
tengo problemas con
durmiendo.
la presión, por
No,
eso
no, no.
que
All
te
right.
sube la presión ahorita, no jodas.
For real. Nah,
All
all
right,
right, cool.
guys.
Yo,
We
Randy.
got
So,
it.
so listen. So
We
right
got it.
now
Hmm.
we got our assignments.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know what I mean? We got our assignment for the 20th.
The 20th.
Me and
Correct.
Snagga want to work in this marketing and entertainment.
Like that. Yeah.
Very easy. Pablo already got his shit together.
Great for history.
You know what I mean? When it comes to the history, that's official. Music business, you got it.
I got that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So by next time that we talk in a month, you know what I mean? We're gonna have
The website,
we're gonna have the name already.
the name, but the thing, like I said, the name. We need a name for the website though.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna work on.
That's the thing
So you know
because.
what, guys? So by the 20th,
Mhm.
we should have a name. By the 20th. As a matter of
Before
fact,
that,
you know what?
Hold
before
on.
that,
Yeah.
No. Let's give ourselves enough time, Snagga. Enough time. You know what I mean? Even if we have it, write it down. And then by the
Venga,
20th,
dale
let's
tempo, Indigenous Caribbean Collective. Fuck, that's it, he should do.
Say it again.
say it
Indigenous.
That's
again.
the Indigenous Caribbean Collective.
Indigenous. That's just too long, bro.
Indigenous.
Indigenous.
ICC.
Okay.
ICC.
I like ICC better.
Okay. Write it down.
ICC.com.
ICC.com.
We need somebody that
ICC.
knows how to do what you call this shit?
ICC.com.
Google SEO.
ICC.
Yeah.
We know we need
Yeah.
somebody that could do that. So we could do Facebook ads. So we could target
Yeah.
Mhm.
people. Because
ICC.com.
my whole thing is technology, man. Like
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah.
we're gonna beat a lot of folks
ICC.com.
with technology. I use technology,
Pablo, listen,
with my bag.
guys. Let me
ICC.com.
interrupt you guys, yo. Listen, all that stuff we already have that.
Yeah, he's right. Yeah,
That's
I
that's
admit.
that's an
Yeah.
easy.
ICC.com.
All we got to do, honestly, to be quite honest with you, my only concern is that we don't get to a situation to where we fighting because who's getting what money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'm telling you, this is something big that we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You guys maybe not gonna be able to see it right now. We are maneuvering, managing, steering a community of people, a huge
Mm-hmm.
society of people.
That's right. It's in our hands, man.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And we could put this community on the map in the
Yeah.
world that
Amen.
our
Yeah.
ancestors were able to do.
Say that again, bro.
And it's
Facts,
so
yo.
easy because we have the technology
Information.
and we have everything that we need to just put it in practice. So I don't want us to be like, yo, we fighting over money and
Mm-hmm.
this guy's, you know what I mean? It's like, so we got to establish this from the beginning. Because again, I've operated a business that was very superbly successful, and I
ICC.com.
decided to stop it because I wanted to. So whatever
Yo, Fluff,
legalities that we got to get within each other, let's do it, man.
so you
So
gotta understand why do the people in our community fight over money when they have something so good?
Because some
'Cause-
people are greedy, Pablo. You know this.
they just
yeah, but
don't
that's their
know.
only source of income. But we know after living here that we gotta have about 6 sources of income. Don't just rely on one. Like what we've been doing is the traditional thing of relying just on one source of income.
Good job, yeah.
Like me, I got different sources of income. This is not just it. I mean, this is me like contributing, giving back to my society that helped me
So
grow
you
and
willing to do it for
personally
free?
develop.
So you willing to do this right here for free?
Not necessarily free, but
Okay,
please take this into consideration, right?
okay,
We got to add a monetization mechanism to this.
yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Yes,
something
sir.
that we could talk about offline.
Okay,
Yes, I agree with that. He's right
yeah,
on
yeah.
that.
We don't have to talk about
We,
this
we
on
yeah, we don't have to. Yeah, because right now we public on Facebook.
Yeah.
right, exactly.
Mhm.
Mark Zuckerberg is hearing, so
Hmm. Okay, because I think that also that always creates an issue
and he's right.
because it always happen. It's
He's
happened to me.
right.
That's why I'm Planamu Sound is by himself.
You know what?
You know what I mean? Because that always becomes an issue, and everything that I've done is always transparent.
Planamu.
Always transparent. 1 second.
Yeah,
When there's a certain when I used to do my events, and Cesar, my cousin, he's online. You see him right there. Cesar A. That's X-Men. He would tell you because he's managed my business before. This man right here to my left, he's
Yeah.
managed my business before when he's
Yeah.
charging at the door and he tells me how much we made at the door. And he's transparent to the artist. You know what I mean? It's funny, but that's how I run my business. I let him, yo, listen,
Mm-hmm.
this is how much I made, but you still gonna get paid what you charge me because that's the contract. So don't expect for me to give you something extra.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Oh, say you know el party. That has nothing to do with anything. We sign a contract. This is what you charge me, and this is what you're getting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, guys, hold on. Eddie from Legacy just logged on, guys.
Whoa.
Okay,
Eddie's here.
I just
Pablo.
text him.
Pablo,
So we
baby.
need another hour.
Oh my, yo,
This
we
is-
made.
This is gonna go another hour and a half, y'all.
This got crazy.
Yo.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. Yo, Pablo. But what you said, we have to talk about that.
Anyway, I'm singing
'cause
I'm
that's
singing
serious.
his theme
Eddie
song.
just logged on, y'all. Let me see. Hold
I'm
on. We
singing, I'm
got
singing Eddie's theme song.
hold on. We got. Hold on. Let me see.
Pablo, you got my
Hold up.
message?
Yeah. Hello.
You sent me a
Hello?
message?
Yeah. What do you
Yeah,
got?
Pablo. We're gonna talk about this though. What you said. But that makes a lot of sense though, because we're all collaborating on this, and I think we all should get the equal share. You know what I'm saying? So let me see. Hold on. Eddie. Wait. Okay. Let me see. Hello.
Oh,
Hello, Eddie.
Moreira.
He's
Hello, Eddie.
connecting, man. Give him some time.
Hold on. Hello. He's coming right now.
Caesar, I got it from Garifuna from Moreira. I sent you the. I sent it from God, I
Eddie.
forgot his name. Ivan
Eddie.
Moreira.
Okay.
He has a collection.
What colors?
He has a lot of colors. He has a add him on Facebook, Ivan Moreira.
I'm gonna get one. I like that. I like the color.
Yeah, Garifuna collection. I like it because it got the drum on the side
Oh, let me see.
and the
Hello?
Garifuna colors.
Yeah, I'm gonna get one.
See the drum
Yeah, I see
with
it.
the Garifuna
Oh, I
colors.
think he's trying to. He's there. Let me use the bathroom. Hold on. Hello,
Yep.
Eddie.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, Play? How you doing, brother? Long time. You're early, man. What's up, bro?
Good. What's going on?
The pleasure to finally have you, brother. How's everything, man?
Does everybody hear
Good.
him?
Yeah, Eddie, can you put your video on or you can't put it on?
I can't put it on.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
in my
he's not here.
bata.
No, you
you-
good. You good. You
You
good.
good? Okay. Yo, listen, brother. Wow, man. First of all, thank you for your time and logging on because I know it's been a minute. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes, sir.
We've been missing you, man. What,
yeah,
yo, fuck, Eddie. Come make a bit boy here. What?
Yeah, Nahagua.
he won the lottery, bro. He won the lottery.
That's
He
what,
was
no,
traveling,
yo,
man.
you know what happens, Randy? That's what happens, yo. Cuando los negros tienen billete,
Se vaya.
no te conocen.
Gorditas.
Cuando andan con sus BMWs y sus Mercedes, no te
Wow.
conocen.
That's
Wow.
facts, man. But
But it's beautiful though. I love
yeah.
it.
Yes,
So
it is.
basically, because what we've been doing is we've been collectively trying to work together to establish some type of foundation for us Garifunas. And the
Mhm.
best person that could speak with the knowledge and information and the wisdom is you, because you're like a pioneer to all
Right.
this. You could teach us a lot of stuff that we don't even know.
Amazing.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what we've been doing, we've been brainstorming different ideas, et cetera, et cetera. So we decided to come up with a website that talks about different topics. For example, Pablo Blanco is going to be discussing, the Garifuna history.
Beautiful.
I'm going to be discussing more about the music business of music from copyrights to contracts, etc. Snagga and my cousin is going to be talking about more about the entertainment from the DJ business, etc.
Okay.
Now, we've been, having a discussion for like a minute now. We had one discussion before in the past, and we have another one right now.
Right.
Being that you're a pioneer in this whole industry and you know the ropes based on your experience and your knowledge, what avenue should we go with all this?
Oh
What
man.
advice would you give us?
I think the first thing I would mention that I've seen in the years in this business, that I'm gonna go with where we lack, so that we're able to improve, right? So who that Planamu can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly.
Okay, so I would have to say, I was telling him Planamu before, yeah, I switched up, that I think I would mention the things that I believe weaken us, that we need to, things that we need to strengthen as a people. One of the things that we need to look at and constantly look at is that we really need true unification, right? We need to unify, just like all other cultures. You guys probably touched on that. Just like other cultures, African pop, and that genre as it is today is successful because they're unified. They're signing people, they're shooting professional level videos, just like any other culture. The Asian culture, the Haitian culture, every other culture minus us, we lack unification. And that's, to me, that's the number one thing that we lack, and is why in all these years we haven't grown.
Eddie, one quick thing. When you say unification, right? You mean, I want to get more clarification when you say that. You
Yes.
mean with the audience that's listening to the entertainers, or the entertainers, or a collective?
I would have to say it starts first with the entertainers. Let's just take, for instance, it could be whether we're talking about bands, which there aren't too many anymore, right? Or we could be talking about DJs.
Okay.
right? So we really need to look at, or we could be even talking about promoters. So I'm not talking about the audience. I'm talking about us in the position of being promoters.
Well, shout out
You
to
know,
Larry Blanco in the building with us, yo. Shout out to you, brother. One love.
Larry, that's Larry. That's
Yes, sir.
my
Shout
He's
cousin
on with
Larry.
us.
shout out to
What's
Well,
good,
Larry
cousin?
Showtime.
no, he just listening on. He's listening
Yeah.
on Facebook.
Shout out to
Oh,
Larry
he listen on
Showtime in the
Facebook.
house.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Hmm.
Shout out to my cousin who I haven't spoken to. He gonna get me for that. But yeah, yeah. So and shout out to Pablo too, man.
Yeah.
My man P.
Yo,
Right.
E, what's going
So
on?
what's good,
Baby
brother? How you
Lou,
doing?
Eddie.
Eddie?
Yo, Eddie, we've been looking forward to talking to you for a
Big
long
time.
time,
I
man.
Big time.
appreciate
He
it. I
texted me.
appreciate it.
We've been looking to
I
Yeah,
talking to
big
you
appreciate
for
time.
a
it.
long time. I think you one of the people that's been through like the whole ride of a band from the '90s to now, and
It's
you
my
see
Correct.
mentor.
Yeah.
you seen so much. You know what I'm saying? And
Correct.
I just like when I go, into like world music spaces, I feel like kind of sad that we don't have nobody that brings that pop punta rock sound to the world stage. We just
Right.
have Paranda. And I thought that
Right.
Legacy Gifted would be that band to do that because
Right.
of the organization and because of the
Download the stuff on my
discipline
computer,
that you
right?
have or that you evoke onto the bands
I'm gonna
and
need
just
Right.
the structure of organization that
these
you
ones.
guys have, man.
Right.
Like
Right.
I
Well,
don't like seeing you guys performing in Houston. To be honest with you, Eddie, I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't
okay.
like seeing you guys perform in Houston.
Okay.
I don't like that. I feel like you guys got to be at Glastonbury.
Okay.
For people that don't know, Glastonbury is like one of the biggest festivals in the world where Coldplay
Absolutely.
plays and one of the
Yep.
biggest. That's where you guys
Yeah.
belong at. That's where your sound belongs at.
Exactly.
Okay. I appreciate that.
Wow.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, but
Yo,
I
let
want
me.
to get
I'm
back
sorry,
real
Eddie.
quick.
Eddie, hold,
Let me.
hold, hold on, Eddie.
Yo, brother, why you cutting off
I'm
people,
sorry.
man?
Before you
Yo,
move,
Come
before
on,
you
man.
move on. No, hold on,
yo,
hold on.
wait,
Before you
let
move
him
on,
talk. Let him talk. Let him talk. Let him
yo,
finish.
I'm such a fan. I'm such a girly fan of Gifted
You a
Legacy
groupie.
Garifuna.
He wants
You
to
a
Yo,
groupie.
autograph,
on
Eddie.
the real, yo, seriously, man. And although
Yeah.
yo, Eddie, yo, Eddie, correct me if I'm wrong. You know, I consider Eddie a friend. You know what I mean? Maybe
Right.
not, but
Absolutely.
you know what I mean. Yo, this
Absolutely.
dude has mentored me and taught me so
Yeah,
much
man.
about the business, and like Pablo said, yo, keep it 100. Yo, I've heard so many negative things about Eddie, but
Right.
never has he done any of those things to me as an
Right.
individual,
Never,
and I
boy.
respect them. And I was talking about you, Eddie, earlier
Right.
about how
Right.
when I started Planamu Sound, like you gave me the advice that I did not expect at all, and it came to fruition, just like you
Correct.
said. You know what I
Right.
mean? And you're an
Right.
amazing individual in our community, man, and we
Thank
respect
you.
you and we love you. You know what I mean?
I
So,
appreciate it.
whatever you need to say after this is that.
Hmm.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. So before I get to what Pablo was talking about, I want to finish the clarification on unification, right? Um, and in unification, we have um, we have to get in a place where we also have acceptance. Correct? I'm gonna give you guys a clear example. So let's say as Randy is a producer among many other things, right? Because everybody on this panel is multi-talented, right? So as he is a producer, so let's say P White is a producer. So if Randy gets more sales than Pablo, this is hypothetical for anybody who's listening, then Pablo is going to start to feel away because he feels he's just as good as Randy or he's better than Randy. So because Randy is more successful, now we have something called animosity and or jealousy and or envy.
That's right.
And it's a serious poison that we've always had. You know what I'm saying? So we can't unify unless we could deal with those attributes. You got me? So we can't go nowhere. Those have been the very thing. If you listen to promoters, again, DJs and individuals in the past who's been a part of the community, you're gonna always notice that we had those conflicts and we can't get past those conflicts. You know, it's a serious poison. It's the attributes. We have all the ideas. We got all the people. Everybody on this panel could help, plus many more. You know, we got producers on deck. We got Hagucha Records. We got Big Kev. We got all these artists that continue to produce. Ecstasy, TNC. Everybody's great. You understand what I'm saying? We got the people. The problem is we also have a large amount of poison. That's our problem.
That's true. Good point.
That's our problem. So we can't grow because the moment somebody is successful, the very same people is bringing the other people down. That's the problem. So to clarify that, if that answers your question, Planamu Sound, that's so for you to unify, you got to be able to get by that, accept things, right? If a DJ is getting more gigs than you, it doesn't define that DJ's greatness. It just may be business. You could be a better DJ, but it's no need to operate under animosity.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
Right? Because it doesn't mean the DJ is better than you because he get more gigs. But why are we competing? That's the next part of the poison. It's not enough of us to be able to compete.
Yeah.
And our community loves to compete.
That's true.
But we don't have a large community. We're not like hip hop and R&B and those markets. Those markets are huge markets. They can afford to compete and they benefit from competing. But for us, that's a poison, bro. We stay separated.
Yeah.
You got me? Which is why, and I'm ending on this note, I have always represented Garifuna as a whole. I don't really got time to be representing any of the flags from the individual countries that don't really represent us. Because we really want people. But I've always said it, those flags separate us. So I always push the Garifuna flag. I believe I had a lot to do with the influence of it. Look where it's at now. We embrace Garifuna way more today, 20, 25 years, 30 years later, than we used to. We used to be so confused.
Facts.
And I can't stand when we have so-called Honduras Day Parade, so-called Guatemalan Day Parade, so-called Belizean Day Parade. None of those flags represent us. And
Eddie, I spoke about that a little earlier before.
Okay.
To where like, yo, from the heart and from my soul, I was like, there are some people in our community like, yo soy hondureño, yo soy guatemalteco, yo soy nicaragüense, yo soy esto. And I'm like, dude, which is like what Pablo has said earlier before you got on, Eddie, that, yo, on the real, you know what I mean? Like, yo, we got to these countries. We got here. And then we influence y'all, Honduran, Guatemalan, Nicaraguenses. We influence your cultural relevance in the world. You know what I mean? So for us to be able to claim, you know what I mean, your flag and your tu tierra, yo, it doesn't make sense for us to do that. You know what I mean? We know why?
Correct.
Because like Pablo had earlier, before you got on, Eddie, he eloquently expressed how, yo, we are not loved in those countries.
We're not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they despise us. They will take our culture. They'll take our food. They'll take our skill. They'll take our music. They'll take everything about us. But you know what? They'll discard us. Como que fuéramos basura.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They
So
sure
when I
would.
say, yo soy hondureña, yo soy guatemalteca, yo soy, yo, dude, I don't embrace that, yo. You would never, ever see me with a blue and white.
Right.
Eddie, and you know me, yo, you family. Like, yo, I'm from all three. I'm from all three.
Same here. Most
my
of us
mother's
are.
Belizean, my father's Honduran, and I grew up in Livingston, Guatemala. I'm from all three.
Yeah. Right.
And I was
you
out there too.
with who you are.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm out there. Yo, fam, like, it's crazy.
Yeah. You let me make this quick point, right? Before I get to Pablo. And you know, back in the day, I would always tell this story that my grandmother told me that back in the days, and I think it still exists now, maybe Pablo or someone who travels more often back there can see it, right? My grandmother used to tell me that we were ashamed as a people to speak our language. Y'all all probably heard this story. As a people, they were ashamed to speak their language because the other race would tell them, stop talking that monkey language, stop talking that mountain language.
Yeah.
So
I remember that.
we instead of embracing who we were, then you had the Garifunas who chose not to speak the language because another group of a race, another race told them that they were that was monkey and mountain language. So they
Facts.
were ashamed. So that's why they then
What just happened?
Cuz you're breaking up, cuz. Hello? Damn, he got cut off. Damn.
Too
He
much
must have
truth.
went to the
Yeah,
dry
man.
spot.
That was too much truth.
they spoke more
Yeah,
Spanish.
he-
Here we are today, and we like, no,
Eddie,
this flag,
I'm
embrace
sorry.
this
Hold on.
culture.
You got
Eddie,
it. Hold on. You got
Can you hear me?
hold on, Eddie.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Listen, you got to start because that
Okay.
whole piece
Uh-huh.
was broken up. So you got to start over because
Cuz
they listening.
Your truth shut down the whole thing,
Yo,
man.
shit.
Mark Zuckerberg, what are you doing, man? Leave
Yeah.
us alone, man. 'Cause-
Okay.
If you don't mind, yo, retract.
Yeah. So I was saying that y'all can hear me now. Great, good.
yeah, we hear you
Better?
clear now.
Yeah, you're
Beautiful.
good.
Okay. So I was saying that once upon a time they were ashamed, right? Our grandparents and our ancestors were ashamed to speak the language because another race would tell them that language
Another one,
was
though,
a monkey language, was a
I gotta
jungle
tell you
language,
what you said, though.
right? So my point is,
You said
we now know that language is unique, right? We are unique people.
thing.
We are blessed
That's gonna
people,
make or break this.
and we need to be able to embrace that. We need to understand the reality we come from, and I need all my people, my Garifunas from Guatemala, to really pay attention to this. We really need to learn who we are and where we came from, right?
Please.
You cannot be Garifuna if you did not descend or do not have descendants from first West Africa, and Pablo could correct me if I'm wrong, and then St. Vincent, which is where we created the people, Garifuna people mixed with the Arawak Indians. So from there, we went to the coast, right? There's a lot in that story, but I'm gonna do the short version. From there, we wound up on the coast of Honduras. It is from there that we spread. So understanding that this is aside from Satuye and the defeat of slavery, the blessing that happened in the shipwreck, right? The breakdown of the ship that we was headed towards slavery, right? A lot of people say we defeated it. Yeah, we defeated it, but we was on our way to slavery. We need to know that. But the whole point is that we come from the coast of Honduras first. There is no way that we are a different group of people. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can hear me? Y'all can still hear me?
Yeah, we hear you clear. Yeah, we hear you clear.
Okay. So there's no way that we are separated. So there is no such thing as a Garifuna just purely from Guatemala. If you have to have ancestry from Honduras. That's where we start from. A lot of times people discover it years later, but it's the truth, right? So we need to understand that we're the same people, which is why we should raise the one flag.
Right.
You see
Hold on,
saying?
Eddie. Oh, hold on. So let me interrupt you for a little bit, if you don't mind, Eddie, because that's what I told the fellas earlier.
Right.
That's exactly what I told them. Like, yo, we over here thinking like, oh, okay, I landed in Honduras, I landed in Nicaragua, I landed in Guatemala, and so we're different. No, we are not different. Do not get that confused.
Nah, you're getting it twisted.
Because you're gonna have a different twang, right? Twang to your language and how you speak based on where you at physically. You know what I mean? But as a culture, fam, yo, we're the same.
We're the same.
You know what I mean? And don't get that confused. Just because maybe you eat a certain type of food that you don't eat in Honduras, you eat it in Belize, your fam. We are not better than or less than.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that we would love the people that listening to understand and get. Yo, we are the same people that when we first hit Trujillo in Honduras, because for what I understand, that's what we hit first, and then we propagated to different areas of Central America.
Okay.
You may have Salvadorians that are Garifuna. Yo, dude, like yo, we all over Central America. You know what I mean? Like yo, we are so gifted.
Yeah.
Which is so amazing. Goes into the name that Eddie chose for his group.
Right.
We all over the world, yo.
Yeah. Yeah, the then it grows beyond that, right? Because then you start looking at West Africans and where we spread in the diaspora, right? But that's a whole nother story, because we're everywhere, right? We got to Jamaica the same way, you know, blacks period of African. We really want people from there. But as far as Garifunas are concerned, I got a challenge for anybody who may be listening, and I would ask them, out of the 3 flags, including Nicaragua, which one of those flags, right, separately. Those flags, which one of those flags have any form of representation for the Garifuna people?
That's right.
That's a challenge to anybody.
I love it.
And I will personally put a dollar amount on there, because you will never find it.
I'll put another
That's
one.
Because, that's because there is no representation of Garifunas on any of those flags. The only representation of Garifuna is the Garifuna flag. That is our flag. That's the flag we came on from Urume.
That's right.
And anybody
Eddie,
could correct me if they
Eddie, hold on. Eddie, hold on 1 second. Eddie, let me ask you a question, Eddie.
Yeah.
What color was the top color? Was it yellow or black?
Okay, so now when it comes to that, I really don't know. It seems like, and anybody could add to this when it comes to the flag. I mean, the significance of color, right, would kind of count. But initially, I mean, it was just hard enough to get people to agree that that was their flag in the first place. So the order, from what I heard, that someone in recent times, I'm not sure, I'm not going to speak on something that I don't fully know and haven't researched. They said that it was black at the top first, because black signified the suffering and or the people. And I can't remember. I know yellow is the Arawak, the Indian aspect of it. And I'm not sure if the white meant purity or peace and so on and so forth, right? They all have significance. But as far as which one goes at the top, to be honest, if you ask me, it didn't matter at first, but it does matter now, right? We do need to define who we are. But at first, the first job was to get everybody to agree that that was their flag, you know? But yeah, I'm not exactly 100% sure which one. All my life seeing that flag, it was just those 3 colors. I didn't see a specific order. It's not until now that became an argument, you know? But I do believe, to end that thought, that it is important to understand maybe the order, you know? What it is signify, what it represent. But more importantly, get everybody away from the other flag so they could represent the right flag.
Right.
You know?
Okay, so it's black on top. Black on top.
I would say it. I'm fine with that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah.
Yo, Eddie.
So,
but listen, wait, time out, Eddie. Yo, it's so amazing, so amazing to have you on here. Because yo, I'm gonna be real with you, Eddie. I'm gonna be real with you, man.
Right.
It's so incredible how people don't realize how important you are to our community, and how instrumental you are to the development of different bands, different artists, and different individual artists and bands, producers, and to bring your sound. Dude, like, you are so influential. And yo, it's crazy that in our community, right? And I'm just talking from the heart and from the corazón, compa. I'm talking to you.
Right.
Our people don't appreciate how much of a value that you are to what you've done to the Punta music. You know what I mean? Like, you're to become somebody who's been from different generations.
Pretty much.
You know what I mean? And still be able to be an influence in our community, your fam. So I just want to, what's the word? What's the word, man?
Give me my flowers.
No, congratulations. No, not,
give him some flowers.
Like, I wish that I could have, like,
hug him, give him a hug. Yo.
Yeah, man, for real. I could do
Pobrecito.
Yeah.
We are the world. We are the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
Children.
Eddie, yo,
Yeah, cuz we on this autograph
Yeah.
and shit. What's next,
Yeah,
yo?
yeah.
Yo, let Eddie answer my question, man. You over here?
I am.
You like a
Yo,
groupie
Pablo,
and
Pablo,
shit,
Pablo,
yo,
yo.
I'm
Pablo, hold
trying
on,
to be
Pablo,
patient, Eddie.
Pablo,
I'm
hold on one
trying to
second,
be
hold on one
Like a
patient. I'm
second,
groupie,
trying
my
to be
nigga.
patient.
Pablo, hold on one second, because when I started Planamu, right? When I started Planamu, Planamu Entertainment, Planamu,
LLC. Don't forget
yeah,
LLC.
LC, you know what I mean? It was registered. Yo, you could go and look it up. Yo,
Right.
Eddie came to me and he was like, yo, I said this story earlier. Eddie, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't have to lie to my brother. Yo, everybody that's here, they're my brothers, yo.
Right.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You're not. You was wrong. You tell me that. Yo,
Right.
Eddie came to me when I started Planamo. And he was like, yo, you don't know what you started. This is what he said to me. Because, yo, you got mixtapes.
Yeah.
You got production. You got parties. You got all of this. You know how much hate you're going to get towards you? And I was like, Eddie, yo, they're going to love me.
Nah, man.
And Eddie was like, oh, my son, you so wrong.
He said like, what's that Karate Kid movie? Karate Kid 2? Masa-san, do you know who I am?
Yeah.
Yo, Eddie.
Yeah.
Eddie, please. Because I had said this story earlier. Eddie.
Yeah.
And maybe they don't believe me. Can you please clarify it, please? Please, Eddie. Please.
Okay, all right. Well, now that okay, before I get to Pablo one more time, right? Because I'm trying to get to Pablo.
When? Yeah, man.
So,
damn, cuz.
Yo, I got a Zoom meeting at 6:00. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Pablo
He got
got
a date.
frustrated up there.
Pablo got a date.
Yo, Pablo got, no, he got a few girls. He got a few girls.
But in light of what Planamu said, Eddie, not only that, but you guys changed Garifuna music to me, because then everybody, you guys set the template. Everybody else had the same Garifuna Kid sound.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
And they stuck, and we're stuck at that point. We haven't evolved from that point.
Yes, that's true.
Because I listen to the bands as a DJ, constantly listening and studying. We haven't evolved from that sound that you guys were doing in the 90s.
Right.
We still stuck
there.
Well,
I think I would opinionate different. I think that definitely it's evolving in different forms from what I hear. You know what I'm saying? Have we grown past a specific level?
And it went up too, you see? It went up.
It's I would say we
you
definitely
made me laugh.
Randy, you got to be quiet. I can hear you.
Hello.
Yeah.
You hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So I think, Pablo, to answer what you're saying, I think that we definitely have evolved. What we haven't seen is growth, you know? And you do see the growth of the popularity, how the music is getting around. But to go to what you're saying in terms of a difference, you know, I definitely hear things have gone to a next level to me musically. The brothers are definitely producing something different. When I always said that I always appreciated the differences, right, in the music. So I just give you a quick example. If I could go to a party when I used to like to party a lot more back then in the 90s, if I could go to a party and I have Outlaws on the stage, and I have Fernandez band, and then at the same time I got you know, let's just say I got Ecstasy. When you have three different bands, and Planamu Sound and Randy, who's been around for a long time as well, when you had those different bands, you had a better selection for a better group of entertainment for the audience. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Each of those elements, each of those groups, and all DJs. If we can have 4 DJs, but they all bring something different to the table. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like what we have is rich in our culture. I definitely think that the music has changed. It may have the skeleton of Garifuna Kids, but it definitely grew on top of that. These guys are doing something way different. you know, today with the success of their music. Now, I do agree, Pablo, that we should be on a higher and greater level. Yes, which is why I mentioned when Planamu asked me, what do we need in Randy? And I said that we needed unification, right? And I mentioned all the poisons that was in that soup, right? But I agree with you, Pablo, that we should already have been somewhere else with all the superstars we got, like Aurelio, who's like probably the artist that Aurelio Martinez is the one who has traveled the world beyond most of us. You know what I'm saying? But we got way more talent in our community, but we lack unification because of all the things I mentioned earlier. You know, so I agree with Pablo that we should be somewhere else. I definitely agree, Pablo, that when you mentioned Houston, it's not even simply about Houston. It's also about the mentality of the promoters, because we keep playing in these little same places because they're looking at small businesses, right? So the mentality of the promoter is, if I could get a place for $1,000, I'm going to make $5,000, right? So the promoters are not willing to invest it at a greater level so that we could grow. So Garifunas have been in these small places for a very long time. We haven't grown past venues, so we can't grow in audience, right? But if you look at the Dominicans, once upon a time,
Wow.
they didn't have what they have today. Now they got hookah lounges, and they got the best looking damn clubs. Mexicans, every other culture has grown, minus
Wow.
Garifuna. We keep going back to
Yeah.
the same damn level of places.
Yeah.
So
You see, so where that and I'm done. Where that forces the artists, the musicians, all of us, what happens is we can't say no to the people who appreciate us and want us to perform.
Yeah.
So because I understand the business aspect, the investment aspect, so I gotta say, you know what? That's where you want us, in that place in Houston. I can't tell them don't use that place. You know what I'm saying? I gotta tell them, okay, cool, we're gonna do business. We still gotta perform for the audience. I can't think that we too good to perform in those places. But I really wish that the promoter's mentality would grow a lot more. But I do understand, because I have promoted for many years, that
Wow.
the investment matters. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It matters a great deal. You know, it matters because if you got a $5,000 budget, you're not going to go throw your whole $5,000 on the cost of the club. I understand it. But my point is, right, as they say on the street, scared money don't make money. We will
Yep.
never grow beyond, right? Like Planamu Sound as a DJ,
Yes,
Showtime
sir.
as DJ, Future, all the DJ, Primetime, everybody, every DJ that I didn't mention, right? All these guys, Royal Sounds, right? Stone, all these people deserve a greater amount of money. Everybody deserves a higher amount of money. You understand?
Yes.
Everybody's worth something else. So if I had to put a number on a DJ, I would say every DJ in the community that's veteran definitely deserve $1,000 a night.
Yeah.
But here's the
I
problem.
deserve more though. I deserve
Yeah,
yo,
more.
hold
okay,
up,
I
hold up,
got you.
Sorry.
hold
I
up.
got you.
Yo,
Let me,
I gotta
yeah,
ask you a question. I have to ask you a really
okay.
important
Go
question.
ahead.
You got to. All right. I noticed that in the past, a lot of these organizations that we starting right now, they failed. From Funo
Right,
Gotti to there's a whole bunch of them.
right.
What is the lesson that you learned in the past that we don't have to follow? What's the best advice you could give us? Because they were doing the same thing we were doing. What is the best advice you could give us so we don't follow that same trap?
When you referring to why did the organizations fail, period, so
Correct.
that
Yeah. Because
we don't do the same.
correct. Yeah.
I would say that the organizations have failed for the same reasons, the same points that I mentioned earlier.
It's the
It's
same
those
thing, yo.
attributes. It's
Yep.
the attributes. What happens is, well, okay, so I started Garifuna United. I started
Okay.
Garifuna United years ago.
Okay.
Let me just tell you a short story, because I got to get to Pablo before Pablo has his other meeting. So
Yeah.
Yo,
so
wait. Time
so
out, time out. Eddie, before you continue, listen,
yeah,
my brother. From the last time that we had this, we were waiting for you
Yeah, man.
right,
because you are
right.
so valuable to us.
Appreciate
You know
that.
what I mean? To us,
Yeah.
and to be able to make this happen is very important that you give us a little bit of perspective and get
Hmm.
you to speak about your input. So please take your time and do your thing.
Yeah. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So it was the same thing um when it came to the organization. We in short, the problem was that there, the poison was there, right?
Okay.
We did accomplish a lot as a unified body, as Garifuna United. I wanted to have a platform so I could bring in the up and coming bands so that they could have an opportunity to present themselves to the audience. I knew that they would be the future, because when Garifuna Kids had started, we struggled with opportunity. It was Grupo H, Ubo, who gave us opportunities, Fuerza Brava. All of these guys had given us opportunity back then. But we struggled, though. It wasn't easy. You got me? So I created Garifuna United for that purpose. But we'll have a separate show for that because I want to get to Pablo. And but just to let you know, what happened was the same thing: animosity, self-glorification. Right? Self-glorification is another big problem we got because it's about whomever. Everybody wants to be on top. Everybody wants to be the man. Everybody wants to be that. There's no crown. I always say, in my opinion, there's no number one. We great as a body. So it's very important. But I want to get to Pablo because he needs to leave, and I want to address him.
No. Wait. Time out. We're not. Yo, wait, hold on. We're chilling.
Yeah.
We're chilling. Listen. We're chilling. Right now, the cast, Snagga, we're chilling. We over here.
Okay.
We were waiting for you from last week.
Yeah.
What's up, Eddie?
Take your time.
What's up, bro?
Chilling, man.
So that's pretty much it. But let's get to Pablo, guys. We gotta respect the man, right?
Let's get to Pablo because he has.
Yo, on the real, I'm sorry, y'all. So listen, over here, Randy is messing around with the settings.
No, I'm not, man.
And I had to slap him up a little bit.
No.
So Eddie,
listen, let Pablo talk though, B.
So Eddie,
let Pablo talk, guys, for real, man.
No, hold on. I want Eddie. No, listen.
Man.
I want Eddie to finish up his thought because Eddie, obviously, we know, doing his thing.
Now, because seriously, hold on up.
And he's giving us a lot of knowledge.
I understand, but you have to understand people's time. Pablo needs to ask his question. Let him ask his question.
Wait, hold on. Eddie's gonna finish. Eddie, where you at? Eddie, you're here still. You're still here.
I'm here.
Okay. Eddie, so finish up, and then Pablo gonna finish up.
Okay, so I was pretty much done with the thought of what happened because you asked me what happened with Garifuna United. I think Randy asked what happened so that we don't fall back into those same places, and I was just saying that it's the same old thing. It's always the animosity, again, and or jealousy and or enviousness. We always have those weak attributes, and we fall because of that. And that's among DJs, that's among bands, that's among promoters. It's a big problem among just us as a group of people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't be as entertainers. We shouldn't be involved in that. We could let the audience be involved in that, but us as DJs, promoters, and bands and artists, period, because we know we're widespread artists, right? We're not just in music, but the whole point is we should not be involved with those areas. But that's really difficult.
But Eddie, but let me say this though, like when, let's say for instance, right, Eddie, we put all the bands together, right? Caligard, Outlaws, TNC,
yes,
the other band, what's their name? Ecstasy, and they all play, right? And they all prefer Legacy Gifted because their sound is more official and this and that, right?
Okay.
And they be like, yo, I love this band. Why is it that the other bands feel like hate as opposed to be like, yo, oh shit, yo, I need to improve. I need to do better than that crew and that group. You know what I mean? Maybe this may be a personal thing. Because as a DJ, when I DJ with other DJs, Eddie, and family that's listening to me, Like, yo, I'm not caring about other DJs next to me. The only thing that I care for is that I'm gonna entertain the crew that's listening to me. So if the DJ that's next to me don't like it, yo, that's you. A lot of times they do fall short. And what they
Right.
do is that they go and they stain my name. Yo, oh, I don't fuck with Planamu. I don't fuck with that dude and this and that because of this, and they make up an excuse because I outdid them at a party. And these are
Okay.
facts. And these are facts. Like, yo, guys, you don't have to believe me. Dude, like when I go to a DJ event, I don't care who you are. What I do is I entertain the crowd and I make them have fun with me and the music that I'm playing. And after that, boom, I got enemies.
Right. Well, I want to address Pablo real quick, Platinum, but I want to say this to you. I want to come back next week whenever we have this show, and I want to address. Listen to me real quick, and I want to address that sort of mentality, right? By what measure do we measure? How do we know we better than anybody? How do we know that we outdid somebody, right? Because if I'm on a stage, and I have done this a million times, if I'm on a stage as a group, I'm on the stage with okay, let me just use Aurelio and I'm with Nino, right? Meaning Legacy Gifted is on the stage with those guys and or whoever we ever backed up. Each of those artists have their audience. You understand me? The purpose, so I used to share the stage with Caligad and Fernandez. Fernandez band had their following. There were people who went there who enjoyed Legacy, who enjoyed Caligad, but they went there for Fernandez. You got me? And the same as it goes around so if I go to a party and it's Platinum Sound and I got Showtime and then we got Future Sound, right? I'm just mentioning people mad random. These are all brothers to me, right?
Yes, sir.
So I'm just saying, I'm as a DJ fan, I enjoy everybody, but each of those DJs have their following. So how do we measure who was better? It's almost a conversation not to have.
Yeah.
Right? Because when you think about it, if Future got his people there, if Platinum Sound got his people there, and Showtime got their people there, then how the hell you walk out that party saying you was better?
That's true. Facts.
So it's really, we get too involved in critique. But I'm telling you, we need to focus on unification. We're too busy competing. That's a weak attribute. It's an attribute that causes poison, so we can't unify. But that's for another show. I want to get to Pablo. Okay. I want to get to Pablo. Pablo. I not have Pablo up. Nobody get bold.
You went patiently, bro. We gotta get your own show, Planamu. Damn, bro.
For real, yo. I gotta get my own shit. Yo, for real.
I just got a call, at 5:58 if I'm coming on, because I like being on time. Just like earlier, I was on time at 2.
Yeah,
and
he was on time. No, you was on time. That's
I'm
fact.
still sticking on time. But
go ahead, late,
so. Okay, Pablo. So what did you want me to respond to, Pablo? I'm ready.
Well, basically, I feel like our bands are stuck in the Garifuna Chitlin circuit in America. We don't perform outside of the community, which is more lucrative, and we have a wider audience. When are we gonna get out of the Garifuna Chitlin circuit? Because we're in the Chitlin circuits in LA, York, Houston, you know what I'm saying, New Orleans, Miami. I want us to get out of the Chitlin circus and get to a broader audience, which is really the world music audience. And I would like for you to answer that in regards to what are the things that we have to do.
Yeah, so it definitely goes back to we need to unify. But I could tell you this, Pablo, we could get there. There's people, I speak to Big Kev a lot. I got my nephew there, Jafet. I got Ron from Dynasty. You guys, so I got anybody. I'm in communication with Ecstasy members. So anybody, if you really wanted to do that, we could sit, and I believe that we could get together, and make that happen. You know,
Okay.
so I'm not gonna say we can't make it happen. I think we got enough people today to make that happen. You know what I'm saying? And yes, we are stuck, and it goes back to everything I spoke about earlier, right? Everything I mentioned about promoters, everything I
Right.
mentioned about the poison that we have in our community. And again, that has to do with not just artists, that has to do with organizations. It's why they keep creating organizations and then they wind up failing. You know what I'm saying? So, but that could be done, Pablo, to answer you. You know, we could make it happen. If that's what you're interested in, I could reach out to the leaders of each of those um, bands and or DJs, and we could sit down and talk about it. We could have a talk. We could have it on the show if you want. You know?
Yeah, I think that'd be a great idea, Legacy.
Yeah, yeah.
Eddie.
I know
Because
Yeah.
one thing I
yeah.
can mention that I know of is that there are like different African world festivals in different countries. Like every year, like in Germany, they have a African World Festival like in June, and you got to sign up for it like a year before. And I think that's probably a good, place for the Garifuna bands to look into, just so they could get world recognition. Those
Yeah.
are
Who
other
pays for that though?
platforms that I haven't seen Garifunas people,
We used to do
Who pays for
Midem.
that? Who pays for that?
It's usually something that's covered by the organization. We used to do Sandra Bell brought us to a organization. I mean, what was it? A festival called Midem. So Garifuna Legacy used to go to Midem, I believe, back in the night. We used to go with Andy, may he rest in peace, Andy Palacio, Mighty T, the Belizean artist. A lot of them were a part of that Midem. It was a world festival, but it used to happen in Florida. So we used to always be a part of those. So the point is to go back and say that we have been there as Garifunas. What happened was we lost our consistency. So in order to get that back and to get back on that world stage and apply, we should have that conversation on the show, as to what we need to do. You guys could bring your information because I'm pretty sure not everybody knows or have the knowledge that you guys have as far as being able to sign up a year before, a year prior, and what we need to submit. But I believe that we could get today's artists together and get it done. We could do it.
for sure.
So let me ask
Yeah.
you, Eddie.
Your
Let me
mouth.
ask you, Eddie.
I gotta go.
Let me.
Just sing,
Let,
I
I
love
gotta go to this
myself and
meeting.
forgive
But Eddie, it's a
got you.
pleasure talking to you,
Bless you.
Randy,
Second one,
E
Planamu,
White.
Snagga,
So I'll be
Yoga.
contacting you, brother. Okay. All right.
All right,
All
no
right,
doubt.
Pablo. All right,
You
bro.
guys.
Salute, brother.
all
Salute.
in it.
All right.
Pablo Mount. Well, we talk
All right,
later.
so guys, I got 5 more minutes for you. I got 5 more
We
minutes.
got 5 more. Yeah, wait, cool. That's it. Yo, Eddie. So listen, I got a question for you, man.
Okay.
You got 5 more minutes. You don't got 5 minutes there. Everybody, tiene que tomarse cerveza.
Yeah, that's right.
Big
That's
the
right.
gibble. Big the gibble.
Yeah,
He don't
man.
want to show his face. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yo, on the real, yo,
The missing link. No, okay.
yo, yo, on the real, no homo thing. Yeah, we don't got, you got to say that, yo. But I love Eddie, man.
Yeah,
That's my
man.
brother,
I
man.
love you
Yo,
too,
if I
man.
saw you
I
right
love
now,
the
I'll give you a hug.
All right.
And on the real, like, I'll give you a hug and fuck. Puta, vos otro pedo. Fuck.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
What's otro pedo, compa? And we
Yeah.
haven't spoke in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Un tipo que siempre, like, yo, give me the best advice.
Yeah, good brother, man.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, Plat,
Good brother.
do this, do that, but get this, get that. You know what I mean? Yo, to me.
Yo, cuz, hold on. Let's start wrapping up because everybody got things to do. So,
Gotcha.
Eddie Legacy, definitely, I should be contact with you within the next week or two. Okay.
Okay, got you.
Boring.
And we'll figure out the next step.
Boring.
You got a part of my cousin. He's been drinking all night, so
That's what's wrong with her.
Yeah,
Okay.
está tomando Brugal.
Boring.
Yeah.
Boring.
You've been drinking all night, so but definitely, guys, you guys did a good job. Snagga, Eddie, thank you again for coming by for your. I know you're a really busy guy. My brother
Yes.
Caesar, Planamu, thank you, myself, and I'm gonna be contacting you, Eddie. And like I said, Ed, we gotta do something because the time is
Yes.
now, man. Because
Okay.
we can't go another generation where we don't get nothing. You know what I'm saying? This is for
Okay.
your kids, my kids, Planamu kids. You know, all our kids. You know, it's time is now because there's
Okay.
no reason
I'm
why we
with
should
you.
not be getting paid all these, millions of dollars for what we have, what we own. You know, so
Right.
yeah. But I'll be contacting you, cuz, by the middle of the week, man. Thank you
All
again,
right.
brother. God
Thank
bless.
you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you. I
sir.
appreciate y'all, man. Have a
No
good
All right,
problem.
night.
brother.
Thank
Yes,
Okay.
you.
sir.
All right.
All right.
Thank you
Perfecto.
for your
Ningún
input.
defecto.
Peace. All right. Cool.
Yeah. So that's it.
Yeah, that's it, brother. I'm gonna contact you. So you know what you gotta do, Snagga, the
Yeah, I'm on
marketing.
point.
So I'm gonna be contacting you, make sure everything is, you know what you're doing. So I don't have to be on you like that. So, but thank you for your input because a lot of stuff that you said made sense, and I like how the fact that you had everything in perspective, what we need. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for your
Yeah.
loyalty. Thank you for being on. Thank you for keeping your word. And thank you for that, brother. I appreciate that, man.
No, I appreciate you guys, man, for putting this together. It's something that we definitely need and that we've been
We
needing.
do. Yo,
Unification is one thing, and organizing, also
mhm,
is what holds us back. So let's keep
mhm.
organizing, and
Yeah.
Facts, man. Facts,
you
facts.
know,
All right, brother. Be good. Thanks again. So you'll be contacting Planamu, okay, buddy? All right, cuz.
yes, sir.
All right. God bless. Thank you.
Bless.
Peace.
Bless.
Yep, that's up.
All right.